lunacy that they're putting us through. God knows. Look at that bullish. They only dumped this to fill that damn gap, and then once they did, they started squeezing it higher again. Hell, they missed the gap on the They missed the gap on the SPY 2 days twice in a row. That's strange. That's stranger than flashes like this. That's why on the gap fills, you need to be paying attention to SPX. They filled the gap to the exact tick. This is the third day without flushing it all the way through across all of the assets. What are they doing? I don't think that they're going to do this again for a third day in a row. I don't think so. I think that this is fake. And I think that they've been socially conditioning us in order to believe so. I think they're about to reattack, go lower. Never took out the 814 candle low either. What's that 814? What was there? What was that 813? I'm confused. What's there that you don't know about? You know something I don't know? What was there? Timestamp 947. What's there? The 400 point candle. Okay. What about that 400 point candle? What's so special about it? I'm serious. This is a serious, valid, educated question that we're having, a dialogue that we're having. That like I'm not. That's not a rhetorical statement. I mean, I'm seriously asking you, like, what's so special about that candle? Why do you think that? Why do you think that candle needs to be, that candle low needs to be swept at 813? What is it to you? I just added a volume balance to my trade yesterday. It was on Asia, and it said 150 point volume balance. When it says it, is it a real 150 balance? It's like 15 or something. I haven't back tested them during Asia, but if they show up and the large that they are, especially on the futures, more than likely they're going to come back to them. So these, if a candle just goes up, like goes from candle to candle on the futures, there's always going to be, without going lower, there's always going to be a 25 point volume balance. So the floor is at 25. So the floor is at 25 on the futures. So if you see a 25 point volume balance on MNQ or on NQ, that's just like it just went from one number to the next. There is nothing traded in between there. It's literally from one number to the next. So 50 is like a 50 to me is like a 2 or a 3 on the QQQ. A 75 is probably like a 3 or a 4 to me on the QQQ. A 100 to me is probably like a 6 or a 7 during Asia session to me. A 150 is probably like a 9 or a 10 to me. I'm like, that's just what I'm assuming. Now, I've seen 150 to 200 points. If you see a 150 to 200 point volume balance on MNQ, that is literally like a 20. During New York session, that is like a 20 to 25 point volume imbalance during New York session on the QQQ or on the spot. So like that's just my astute observation. If you see a volume balance of anything larger than 100 to 150 points, anything larger than 100 to 150 points on MNQ or not that well on NQ during New York session, you need to be not full porting it, but you need to take a deep breath and you need to refresh your chart just to double check that that's what you saw, because you just saw a unicorn. And then you need to be probably shorting it along it on the next candle close as they're displacing away from it and going higher, and then start scaling into that position and then figuring it out later. If it's conducive to risk management. So like if they just created it and like they just created it 5 seconds ago, and in order to fully TP out, it's only like, God, 40 ticks away. You're not going to you're not going to enter into 5 contracts to try to make 40 ticks. So like it needs to be created, they displace from it, and then give you a decent risk to reward to where you can go break even and you can maybe TP out a little bit early, maybe leave some runners, something like that. That's that's how you begin to trade volume balances. We don't trade them because they appear and I go, well, it's there, so I'm gonna just short it with a terrible risk to reward. It needs to make sense. That's why I don't short them whenever they're so close to them, because I need them to go away from it. Because if they feel it, then they just feel it. If not, then hey, okay, let's get going here. I'm gonna change the name of this. Tools, connections, config. What's the name of this?
Yo, E, I know we spoke last night and I said I needed $600 for the payout for consistency. I'm up 778, so I'm done for the day. Payout secured,
Good job,
ready to
brother.
go.
Proud of you, brother. Good job. You're done. Yes, sir. You're done. You're done. And I think you should go enjoy your weekend, and I think you should soak it in, and I think that you should write down. And I think that in order to calm yourself down, because you finally got to this point that you have earned, not nobody else. I think that you should write down the things that you did well this week. I think you, but more importantly, the things that you could have improved on, and how you can consistently keep doing those. And the only way that you can be consistent in your approach is not to focus on the things that you've done well. Sure, that will give you confidence to know what you're looking at. But you need to continuously write down the things that you've been doing wrong. And not to harp on them, but to go, man, okay, I still won, but I could have did this better. And let me correct that. That's what I think. That's what my brain tells me. So that you can keep the charade going as long as possible. I'm being honest. We need to be on alert now. Let me run the test limit order real quick.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled.
I take it back. They're going to 30,000. Yeah, that's why I asked you that question. That's why I was like, what is it with you and this candle that makes you think that they got to go there? They just completed a numerous, bro. They just filled that gap just now in that dump. That was the only reason why they went lower. They're going higher now. They don't gotta go no lower. They want to go higher and take out this high. And this Kiki was bullish. I think they want to go higher. If it was like a non-farm payrolls or a CPI or hell maybe even a PPI data wick high and low, I would have been like, okay, you know what? Or an FOMC data wick high, I would have been like, you know what? I see what you're saying there. But there was, but that was just a random liquidation god by the candle at 8:13 a.m. They wanted to blow up people's accounts. That reason right there is exactly why you don't want to just be meandering around with the market, just goofing around, just randomly in positions at all, like just going, I feel like trading, so I just want to take a position, and I feel like just holding on to a position just because. No, because this will happen to you. Because if you shorted this, but you didn't TP out when they completed that objective, then you got stopped out or you blew your account because it went past it. This right here is exactly what I'm saying, and this right is exactly why I say base hits. And you take your
Yeah,
money
they
and you
got
run.
me. They got me on at 813. They got me.
Or what? 8:13 this morning, yeah.
Yeah, they got me, bro.
Yeah.
I was in that trade and that sucker went against me.
Damn. There it is. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's dangerous. Serious. Good morning, woman. 2022. How you doing, girl? You doing okay? They just filled that gap that we were talking about from Discord. about to go lower now. They've caused a lot of destruction so far today, and it is only 9:56 a.m. in the morning. Let me open up my journal. Friday rules. No drivers. I got my news wire going. Is that a double top paired with this high here? They about to squeeze this past this zone. This is bullish. Look at that ES flashing that double top. This high over here is higher, so not necessarily a perfect exact double top, but hell, why not? Morning, E. Happy Friday, brother. Same to you, Zay. We need to go enjoy. What is that? Yeah, they're about to flash this and take this out. This is bullish to me. This is not bearish. I think they want to go higher, not lower. Look at that double top. I didn't see that. Look at this. How you feeling, my guy? I'm all right, Marva. How are you? You doing okay? We need to be on alert. They're not goofing around, but it's only, but it's only 9:50. Hold on. They're goofing around. A news where I said Meta about to hit a new high. Look at that Meta go up 7%. What the hell? What is going on with that Meta? You're muted. Huh?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Oh, thank you. No, you're not. Okay. Good morning, Sarah. Trades, how are you? We need to be on alert. Good morning. Uh, Janie, not Jay. What you call it needs to take that max payout. The maximum payout allowable today. I think it was J Walk who just became eligible for his payout again. You're muted on YouTube. Man. This is a test for the YouTube. I don't think. Oh, your mic is super low. Let me check.
Yeah, on YouTube, your mic is pretty low compared to like the other platforms.
Really? That's why the views have been suffering. This is a test for the YouTube audio. Let me check this. This is a test for the YouTube audio and the call clarity coming through the microphone. This is the final test for the call clarity coming through the microphone on YouTube. Yep, much better. Yep, yeah, nah, it was kind of low. I had to change the output a little bit, but it is still low. But if you turn the volume all the way up on your phone or on your device, you can still hear me at a normal volume. But if you have it on halfway volume, you're not going to be able to hear me. Or, or, or if you have a speaker, like a desktop speaker, then you can just play it like that out of the speaker. But if you're just trying to listen to the live stream while jamming to hard rock and roll, then 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 I apologize. Then I will not be heard over Kid Rock screaming, or who's the guy with the painted face back in the day? Kiss in the background. I just want to be able to rewatch the lives. Okay, yes, ma'am. What's good, NQ? OG Dragon says, what's good? How you doing? They about to come over here and pop this, or they already done that. Excuse me. I thought it was waiting to take out that double top high. This is bullish. you doing, OG Dragon? You doing all right? You hanging in there, sir? I'll see. Don't worry, I already requested it right when the session ended yesterday. Good job. Wait, how'd you do that when you were ineligible for the payout? They won't let you without the consistency being correct. How'd you do that? You're talking about you're gonna do it today. Did you just make the money? Oh no, that was Zero. That was Zero that was talking about his payout. Another guy, excuse me. That was Zero said he needed $100. That was Zero. Was that Zero that was talking earlier? That said that he made $700. That was Zero. That wasn't you, Jaywalk, was it? That was Zero, huh? Somebody was talking earlier and said they made $700 and they're done. Yeah, I'm good. How you been? I've been hanging out. You said who? That was you, Zero?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, good. Good job. Okay, good. Yeah. Jay Walk requested his first payout yesterday, I'm assuming. Good job to the both of you. Seriously. All this aside. Guys, listen, they brought us to hunt and sell, so I think it's about time for them to go lower, not higher. What is that?
SPX left 44 behind, tapping into 5 minute.
It's a 44. It's not showing up on my chart because it's not a 50. But I appreciate that heads up because you'll probably see them. Maybe I should adjust it to 40, but yeah. So this is a 44. It's close. Maybe I should adjust this to show 40. I'll do that. I'll adjust it to show 40. Just to pay attention. That's on the threshold. Can it come down already? It came down to fill that gap. I think they're about to reattack again. That's what I seriously think. I think they want to just come higher to come target this. That quote was alerting us to, but we got to watch out for this. You should have, everyone, honestly speaking, should have this indicator on their charts so that they can see how this market reacts whenever they create ones of larger size. You see this? You see what they're doing? Did you just see that? Are you paying attention to what they're doing? Look. Watch them eat into this. Look. 34. Filled. Did you just see that? I'm paying the $8,000 to the first 5 people to message me. God did. I gotta say it like that because Zay, don't mute that dude. Zay, just block him straight up. Block that.
Oh man, you tickle me, bro, saying that stuff.
Because I gotta say it like I have to say it like a very innocent way because like if I just say it like I'm paying $8,000 to the first 5 people to message me. God did. Like it doesn't do it justice for what they're trying to convince you of. Like it's like they're talking about sending like legitimate, like seriously, like life-changing money to somebody. I mean, they're like, bro, if you want to pickle, 8 bands will change your life for real. And so like it's just like you have to say it in like the sincere way. It's like if I say it in that sincere way, you see me? What it is like it really makes you like consider like, bro, that is just a load of malarkey. You muted, bro. You gotta click the block button. I blocked them.
That is crazy. That was funny, man. Funny.
That's why I say it like that, yeah. That was funny. Well, 3 micros in a dream. One of them accounts I was before payout looks. Wow. Impressive. They came up here and they filled this volume balance that Colt alerted us to, and now they want to go back higher. I think it's best we watch out because they didn't touch this 15-minute SIBI to reject. And they're goofing around up here, and this safe indicator in my brain is going off. Like, my brain is telling me, why would they just do this? Like, why not do this minimum and then do this if they want to go lower. Which I do think that they want to go lower. I don't think that they seriously want to go higher. I think that they seriously want to go lower. I'm being dead serious. My brain's seriously telling me that I think they want to go lower. I don't think they want to go no higher. Be on alert. 2 eligible, 1 payout, 134 on it. Okay, good. Yeah. Once you pass that buffer at 52,600 on Apex, you can request up to $500 into that buffer. So I'm sorry, you can request all the way down to $52,100. So if it's at 52.6, you can request a $500 payout. And with Apex, hell, bro, the new Apex rules are absolutely, man, I love them because instead of me having to make $50 for 5 days minimum, and then after $50 for 8 days minimum. I think it was $50 for 5 days, and I had to flip for 3 days, so I could request once every 8 days, a week and a half. It was now they have it for $200, which you can do on 3 to 4 micros, and now I don't have to wait days for flipping, and the payouts get approved or denied instantaneously. Now they don't send you the money instantaneously, but it gets approved or denied, and the money gets just subtracted from the account, so you can start trading again the next day, like literally like the next day, immediately. So you can continuously keep on rinsing off of base hits every 5 days. So, as long as you don't get banned, you can continuously keep on getting payouts literally in rotation to your account every 5 days. And to the point to where you're requesting multiple payouts and because the money won't hit your account. It's going to take about a week and a half to almost 2 weeks for the money to hit your account from the moment you request with Apex, because they're not going to send it for 3 or 4 business days, and then it's going to take another 3 to 4 more business days in order for it to hit your account. So it's going to take almost 2 weeks. But that's the thing with them. But you can keep on requesting and get approved every week. Up until yesterday, hell, I had $25,000 just floating around in the air with them that were approved, and I never got the money. And it's still coming down the pipeline. I just got one $12,000 payout 2 days ago, or yesterday, day before yesterday. And I still haven't received the other 12,500. I'm still waiting on right now. And I'm 5 days away from requesting another one. And all I need to do is just make $200 for 5 days. And that's just off of 10 of them. I'm building the other 10 up right now. And by the time those other 10 get to the payout after this one, then the other ones hopefully will be at the buffer. And now I'll be doing 20 accounts on this login of $250 a day for 5 days, which I've noticed. For me, on the 5th day, I'm hovering anywhere from 1150 to 1250 on the payout. So you multiply 1250, 11, but let's just put in the middle 1200 times 20 every 5 days.
Yeah, I know whenever I kind of switched over and started trying to get the cheaper accounts to do instant pass and whatnot, them being intraday when I first started trading them was a turn off. And now I don't even think about it. It's so much more worth it to have the cheaper accounts to be all in on your funded accounts. And especially once you start taking those base hits, bro, on 3 micros, $200
to do what?
$200.
That's so much.
It's so much more worth it to have the intraday accounts for one than being cheaper, but not even that, bro. The 200, as someone who's trying to work these intraday accounts up, a bunch of them to payouts, and still has 3 accounts I'm working on a max payout on that are still EOD, bro, getting $200 on 3 micros is a lot different than getting $250 on 3 micros. I know that I feel like that might sound crazy, but something about the EOD 250 winning days hit is a little different on 3 to 4 micros compared to the intraday 200s, man, when you're trying to get in and out of the market pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I love the intraday rules because Will I have $2,000 days? No, I will not. Will I get $2,000 tick trades? No, I will not. But dude, I don't need that, bro. Like, if I shorted right over here on this candle and I was out here like this right here is all that I need 1 day a week for 5 days. And if I have 10 accounts, I am making $12,000 every 5 days. And that's just off 10 accounts. And you can get 10 accounts very simply off the Evo Instant Pass. I mean, that'll cost you like $1,000 to activate all of them, and less than $1,000 to activate all of them, and then you know, for the Evo Instant Pass, less than $1,000. Almost anybody can do that. That should be trading. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, they dropped the
Like,
activation. That's what Alan's saying. So they dropped the activation fee by like $20 or $30. I was wondering what that was this morning when I activated one and it said 59. I was like, what?
what?
So activation fee is only $59. So now you got $19 accounts and they only cost $60 to activate.
Damn.
When
I
like
wish-
a
man,
month ago they were like 100, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I just activated a new 5, and they were $79 a piece, but they were getting ready to expire on Wednesday, so I had to pay that. But I had no idea that the price was going to drop to $59 from $79. But that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the accounts are $19 a piece, and the activation fee is $59. Like, bro, if you do Eval Instapass, bro, you can be 100. You know for a fact, with a 99% of surety, you will have one funded account for less than $100 with the Eval Instant Pass method. If you follow the instructions and you don't goof around. So like, let's just round it up, $40 plus $60. Let's say round it up to $100. You can get 10 funded accounts for $1,000. And do you understand that after 5 days, you can make $12,500? Do you understand that? Do you understand that if you blew 5 sets of 10 funded accounts, 50, and you got that one account to a payout of just what I said, $1,000, not the maximum, just a halfway, you would still double your money. Do you understand why this is a money glitch? And people are sitting here asking me and going, well, should I open up a cash account with $500? Or why not trade your own cash for it? And people are asking me those questions. It's okay, they don't know. Do you understand that if you got it to a max payout and you blew 5 sets of, if you blew 50 funded accounts, which means you don't know what the hell you're doing, you blew 50, you would still 400% your money. Crack cocaine cannot even do that. That's why they ban you once they figure you out and once they get a sniff of you. It is a money glitch. On the first payout, bro, your money were 4x, and you already got to the payout. So what happens if you just do it again for like another 5 more days? Literally in 2 weeks, you would damn 5,000. You would make 800% off your initial investment in 2 weeks, in 10 days. Listen to what I just told you. You can go from zero to there's no other platform where you can go from zero to hero the fastest other than with Apex. There is no other. But if you're starting out in the beginning, you need a prop firm with the lowest barrier to entry. And listen to what I told you. You need to not be spending $700 on a straight to funded 300K account. Thinking, oh, well, I got $300,000 in working capital. I made that mistake too. Why? Because I didn't have a mentor to tell me not to do that. Almost every pothole you can imagine I stepped on, or every landmine I stepped on and blew my leg off. And much miraculous I'm here today. Because I had no one telling me these things that knew what they were talking about. But more importantly, But more importantly, one of the things that I value the most is is if I ask somebody a question and they don't know, they go, man, you know what? I'm not too sure about that. My guess is as good as yours. Versus people going, yeah, make a left, and they have no idea what's down that road. And they just tell people with confidence, and they don't know what they're talking about. That can lead you down a path of major destruction. That's dangerous. That's what most people are doing online, on YouTube. Are you on a trade? No. That's what most people are doing online, Those furus, look at that 16-point volume balance at this low. 11. One. 11 down to a 1, which is a nothing. Running for this long, I feel a good sell coming. Anthony says, I almost activated those Apex last night at 79. Glad I waited. 59 is fire. That's crazy. This prop firm that I'm with that's going to be giving out the account soon for the students on the live stream, they got accounts for as cheap as $20. I'm being dead serious. Now it's two-step accounts though. It's not straight to the point like Apex. It's not, unfortunately. But still though, giveaway? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon. Honestly, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it today. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, what you have to do is please go make a comment on my most recent go like and make a comment on my two most recent videos. The two most recent videos, please. And then we'll spin the wheel on one of them. I'm not gonna tell you which one because you need to make a comment on both of them. But please don't say nothing like God did, or sending the first 10 people that messaged me happy birthday. Why do I say that shit like that? Excuse me. $12,000. Like you're just, the reason why I'm saying it like that is it's just like as though like you just randomly woke up today and you just, and you just felt so generous in your heart to just give out $40,000 in capital, $50,000 in capital to 5 people that tell you happy birthday. Like, are you that, like, even if that was remotely true, like, are you that on the edge to where someone saying happy birthday to you forces you to give out $40,000 to $50,000? That's how I know you're a liar. On it. I'm on these trash activation fee Apexes. And so yeah, I'm going to give out the cash for an Apex funded account. I mean, an Apex evaluation. Why can't I? Hey, bro, well, why don't you give out 15 or 20 or 5 or 10 today? Because I'm just a normal guy and I'm not partnered with any of them. So I believe it or not, I actually have to cash app you the money out of my pocket, or Zelle it to you, or Apple Pay you, or I'll give you access to the Knowledge Center. Or I'll extend your Knowledge Center access if your bill is getting ready to renew. So if your bill is getting ready to renew and they're getting ready to charge you $49 for a 3-month renewal, I'll give you extra 3 months. $49 value. But it's up to you. Or I'll just shoot you the cash. I mean, who wouldn't want half a tank of free gas? I mean, you can use that, or you can use it for whatever. I don't care what you do. I can't give you the account because I don't know your name and I can't sign you up. give you the money. Or you can go buy a Bullinox evaluation. That's $19, but I'll still send $25. Go buy now.
Yes.
TP stop loss and bio. What? I was gonna type God did. He was gonna type that. I knew you were. You're ridiculous. I just don't
ES and
want-
SPX they both got a trend line to the upside leading right into the 5 minute for MNQ and QQQ right now.
I see that. Yeah, this right here looks believable. I think that they could break this out. I'm being dead serious. So the reason why I said that is because like that is an inside stream joke. So like if you're not on the stream, you're not going like if someone's just randomly reading that, like they're not going to know what that means. Like, they're going to be like, "What? Is this a religious channel? What are they doing inside there?" So you got to be on the stream in order to understand the joke. But yeah. And don't say nothing like free Antarctica. I'm sick of those damn penguins. The penguins have been ruling Antarctica for the last. The king penguins have been ruling Antarctica for the last 10,000 years. I'm sick of them. Don't free random places. Because this is not political. You're not going to convince us to try to change our beliefs. Just like how I'm not going to try to convince you to change your beliefs. I don't care what you believe in. I'm going to treat you the exact same. I have no affiliation. Or do I care? Why? Because I think it's irrelevant. I'm not going to start that rant. No, it's not. This is serious. Okay. Are you still tripping about what Daddy Bush or Bush Sr. was doing 25, 30 years ago? Do you even remember? I don't think that you do. Just yapping. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Well, the market's just going sideways, bro. That's why I'm yapping. So you're aware, Wake Brew. That's what's going on, buddy. Okay. How you doing? Do you like to just randomly enter into trades with no clear market direction and the market be on the same candle? Do you like to do that? What do you look for to take a trade? I look for a clear draw on liquidity and a clear understanding of where they're going. We've done nothing all day. We're in the same as that candle. The only thing that we've done was do this gap fill that I alerted Discord to that we were going to do before I hopped on this live stream. And then when they did that, they immediately bounced it and we've just been going sideways. We have gone nowhere within no direction. My win rate is 90% for a reason. Because I'm not just going to bite at everything. And I'm not going to enter into a trade just because some random person just randomly hopped on here and was like, that's not even following me or liking the video because I clicked on him. I clicked on his profile and just randomly says, stop yapping and press that button, man. Come on. You're not in a trade. Enter in a trade. See what I'm saying? Why would I do that for? If I enter into this trade and if I lose right now, you are going to do one or two things. You're going to go, see, I knew you didn't know what you were talking about. Or you're going to go, ha ha, what are you doing? Come on. See, guys, don't follow that guy because some random dude on YouTube convinced that guy to enter into a trade. You don't have self-control. So I'll lose. Either way. If I win, then you'll go, you were lucky. There was no real clear setup. Don't do that again. You still don't know how to trade. Why'd you take that trade? And then you see what I'm saying? So like, I can't win. So it's best I just sit here, yap, and run my mouth. And then when I see something I like, I press the button and then I win. And I don't I don't let outside forces influence me. You see how they're doing liquidation dump candles and then they're immediately going back up again and they're giving it all up? You have no idea where they're going right now. You don't know. Why would I do this? Stop spamming that. Did you put a box around the main candle on the daily? No. For sure. We are locked in, correct. Yapping. For sure, yeah, nigga. Go to the day. Why would I do that for? Why would I stop my trade analysis right now for what I'm trying to do right now, this second, to have you walk me through something right now? I'm just asking you a solid question right now, right? And you have not liked this live stream or followed me. You can't even give me that respect personally, so why would I do that for you? I'm just being honest with you. I'm just asking this question. Keep your trade. You're talking about. I'm just being honest with you. You see what I'm saying? Because I can see that. I can see who's following, who's not. Why would I do that for? What are you going to show me? What are you trying to show me? Be on alert. I'll be right back. Gene says, my God, what's up, Gene? Holy shit, look at that candle, the divergent. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the QQQ. Look at the QQQ. The QQQ dumped just now, and it couldn't even react to the MQ. Best to do nothing. Stop and do nothing. Wait for the news to drop. You have no idea what that is. Stop. Do nothing. Stop and do nothing. I was getting ready to walk away from my goddamn desk. Stop and do nothing. You don't know what you don't know what the hell that is. Stop. My news wire is getting ready to trip. I'll let you know what it says right now. I'm waiting on it to hit the wire. If they liquidation squeeze it down like this, 1,100 ticks in 5 seconds, you do nothing. Stop.
No way did I execute my options call, and it didn't hit my limit price, and now I'm down $800.
Holy
What a
shit.
fucking disaster!
What? How's that possible? You were in a short? You were in a put?
No, I was in a call at the bottom of the little pullback, and bro, it was one point away from executing, and it did that. Insanity. Fucking $800, bro. Crazy.
Think about how much liquidity that just swept, bro. One day I'm gonna catch one of those on 60 micros, bro. Not against me one day.
Stop.
SPX is,
If they're bouncing this right now and they're giving you a chance to get out of break even, you need to get out of break even. I am going to confirm this. My newswire just said that the ceasefire is over from Donald Trump. Stop. Stop. If they allow you to take a small loss right now because they're bouncing this right now, you need to take that. As of right now, to preserve the capital and the risk of the account. As in, if you were in a future short and you were down $1,200 on this candle and you waited, and then they're bouncing this and now you're down $300, it is best right now that you close the position right now. You have no idea what they're getting ready to do. Trump just said that the ceasefire is over. I'm going to read the information and I am going to interpret. I told you I was going to know in 60 seconds. Give me a second. That was so crazy. They dumped it. What did I tell you was going to happen? Just buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. No. No, thank you. This is better than that. This is far better than that. That's chump change. No. That's chump change. Not doing that. And they wouldn't let me take profit. What did I tell you was going to happen? See this? What did I tell you was going to happen? I told you that they were going to start spawning this, didn't I? Friday rules are in place. Expect no different come Market did insane amounts of time distortion on Thursday. Expect no different come Friday with no news. I said it out late because I was working late last night. Expect random geopolitical headlines to start creeping in. So we need modest expectations on TPs until we're going to enjoy our weekend. What did I tell you they was going to do? I told you that if there were no news drivers, that they was going to start spawning weird shit like this, didn't I? You need to be reading this every single night before you go to bed, like a child, like a children's story. Be on alert now. They're goofing around and they're bouncing us. They could do a Judas swing and come up into the zone. Who knows what they'll do? That's what I'm anticipating. Not the Judas swing. I was anticipating them to start spawning weird stuff like this. They're about to squeeze us and go higher. I'm gonna read this news here. Let me read this and stop talking. Trump says, the Islamic Republic of Iran has asked us to continue talks. We have agreed to do so, but the United States has stated to them in no uncertain terms that the ceasefire is over. Thank you for attention to this matter. So he's saying that they want to talk, but he's saying that the ceasefire is over. What does that mean? They're bouncing us off that news. They're about to reattack. Watch. They're about to reattack. I'm going to short this on 3 micros and get 120 ticks to the downside.
Order submitted.
I'm going to short this and I'm going to try and get 120 ticks to the downside. I think that move was fake and I think they're about to reattack right now. Be on alert. Watch out now. They could do a Judas swing, come all the way up here to this top. Jesus, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that market dump. Mm.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Mm.
Order canceled.
They still about to dump this. Watch them dump it. It was the perfect short. They're about to dump this. But I gotta go to the restroom real quick. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. I think they're ready to dump this. I think that was fake, and I think they're ready to eat this to this floor and go lower. That's what my brain's telling me right now. My brain's telling me that I should not have done that, and that they're getting ready to dump this. This is bearish to me, not bullish. Look at that. Went straight to the damn TP after they stopped me out. I knew I should have held on to that short, but I went break even. I went break even too soon. Shit. Perfect trade. Straight to the TP. Fake move it was. I gotta go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on. Be right back. Hold on. Gotta get some water. Sorry, had to get some water. That trade right there was perfect and went straight to the TP. Jesus. Turn this camera off. About to go higher. This is crazy. Ceasefire is over. I wonder what that means. They're about to reattack this and go lower. I'm gonna short this.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna short this on 3 contracts. I'm gonna try and get 120 ticks again to the downside. I think that these people are about to attack. I think that they want to go lower and not higher. What's up with my break evens?
Order filled.
Damn.
Order canceled.
Jesus. Sheesh. Multiple break evens, huh? Shit. Jesus Christ. What do you see to want to go short here? Intuition. That's why I went break even. You cannot copy my trade
52 on SPX.
if you're not inside this Discord. I wasn't sure right now they're gonna doing tomfoolery. Yeah. They're about to do a Judas swing. Look at that. Break even again.
I need like another 200 on this group to secure the other 3 or 4 payouts in this group, and then to get like a $500 daily payout as well. One good trade.
I think these people are about to attack. I'm being dead serious. I think they're about to attack, like right now. I'm being dead serious. I wonder what's the chances that they come up here and do a full Judas swing. They're back up here with this trend line again.
Order submitted.
I think they're about to attack. buy stop.
Order submitted.
Look at this market. Look at them. Look at the QQQ diverge from the NQ completely again. It's diverging again. They're about to attack this damn sell side. This is bearish. They want to attack this sell side, bro. Look at this market. Look at this. I could cut this trade right now and then call it a trading day. I could, but I need a little bit more than that. Off of these Bullinos accounts. It's break even, so they can keep stopping out at break even.
Order filled.
Jesus, again, they did it again.
Order canceled.
It's the 1 minutes, bro. SPX forming these 1 minutes.
dumping,
It keeps bouncing out of these 1 minutes every single time.
Look at this. Now they're gonna dump and go straight to my TP now, from where I originally was. See that? This market is glitching out.
Order submitted.
I'm going to reshort it on 3 contracts again and try and get 120 ticks to the downside again. With the anticipation this ES is about to roll over potentially.
Order submitted.
Another bust out. This market is trying to balance out this move. It's just not ready yet.
Order filled.
Another break even again.
Order canceled.
Holy shit, that is an 18-point volume balance right over there. That's lower. Look at that God body candle. Best I wait now. I think they're getting ready to go lower too. Why? So look at this 18. Well, they reduced it to 13, not 18 no more. Look at this Judas swing of this market. Yeah, everybody's shorting this market, thinking that this news is thinking it's bearish. Has no idea what they're doing. The market can go higher on bad news. News is not bullish nor bearish. I think that they're about to attack this sell side. I'm gonna short this on 3
Order
contracts.
submitted.
I'm gonna short this on 3 contracts with this 13-point volume balance here lower. Again, for a slightly better entry. $120 ticks to the downside. There's a 13-point volume balance there. I'm not going to go break even. I'm not going to do that. Well, I should, honestly speaking.
Order
Why? 'Cause they
submitted.
keep on stopping me out, so why wouldn't I go break even? I would add on more risk. Target is target is what the indicator is telling me. This 13-point volume balance gap right over here. See that? Watch this.
Order filled.
Done. 20 accounts. No, that was 26 funded accounts. Oh shoot, let me move this buy stop before I lose.
Order canceled.
26 funded accounts times $200. That's 20 times Sorry, I have a degree in economics and my math is too bad. So, like $5,200 I take. And there's a dude spamming talking about buy Solana in the chat. Trade. Press that button. Do it now. I took 3 or 4 trades, multiple break evens, until I finally got to where I wanted to go. Until they finally flashed this. You see that? You see how they reduced that to a 2? This indicator is free to all the students inside of Discord. It told me they wanted to go lower. That was the first time where I said, I'm not going to go break even. I thought about it, but I still did just because. And this indicator tells me where they're going. I can see it as long as I compare it with the reasoning on those to why they're going lower. I'm not just going to blindly short it. I shorted up at the top of this candle whenever they flashed at 13 because I still think they were going to go lower. So why wouldn't I do that? I was going to short it earlier. It's a better entry. The market provided. I take it. I'm done with these accounts. I'm going to switch my IP address and go over to my other accounts. Let me log out. Be on alert.
You use Tradecopia, right?
Yeah. Well, I use Replicano and I use Tradecopia. I'm not going to use the same Tradecopia for different logins.
But you ever had it take, like, all my other accounts right there, like my leader account is 263. So it's more than the other accounts. They're at 155. It apparently took me out of that trade on the other accounts, gave me like a loss on it. And then when I re-added 3 contracts, it added me back in on those other accounts. So they're up 155. So they still need a little bit, but because I guess I took that L. So it pretty much got me back to like where I was on those, and the other account won like $120. I never had that happen before. I don't even know why.
That's strange. Yeah, Tradecopia's messed up only one time for me in the past. Only one time.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever had something. I don't know what it did that for.
Right. Yeah, well, make sure that you're flat across the board before you do so.
Yeah, I just did.
Yes, sir. Be on alert. Guys, we're going to be doing a cash giveaway today. If you want to... Who is this that's calling me? Who the hell is it? Joe Wilson. I don't answer phone calls from strangers. I never answer a phone call from a stranger. You want to know why I stop answering phone calls from strangers? Because what can a stranger possibly tell me over the phone? How can a stranger, for me, for what I do, now, I'm not running like, now, if it's Colt, he has to answer a phone call from strangers. Or like, because like he runs a professional training business. Or like, if you're an attorney or something, then yeah. But with where I'm at right now, answering phone calls from strangers can do nothing but hurt me. There's nothing that a stranger can tell me over the phone that's going to improve my life. There's nothing that they could tell me. What they're going to do? Hey man, I got a solid investment opportunity for you. Oh, excuse me. That was my eye doctor calling me. He left me a voicemail message. Perfect. If you call me and I don't answer, leave a voice message. Because what can you, like, seriously, all this, like, what can you tell me? There's nothing that you can tell me. Because even if you say, hey, bro, I have something that's going to make you $1,000 a day, I'm going to tell you no. I'm being dead serious. I'm going to be like, bro, I don't want to do that. Even if you told me, bro, I got something right now that'll pay you $250 an hour, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to decline. So there's nothing that nobody can tell me. Because even if you call me and say, hey, bro, I got $10,000 for you right now, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm good, because I don't know what comes with that. I'll tell you to go give it to somebody else. There's nothing that a stranger can tell me over the phone. So I never answer phone calls from strangers, ever. I would never do that. Be on alert. I'm shorting here. Why'd you short there instead of where we were shorting at? What happened? I'm logging into my other accounts. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you on the events to pass. I watched the vid, just want to get a little clarity. Okay, yeah. No, shoot me a DM from Discord. We can chop it up. Just let me know what you're confused about. They wanted to go lower. That was the base hit that you should have took. Be on alert now.
Damn, I was asleep. This was a mean little. I mean, we were in it short. I guess I wasn't asleep, but that was a mean little trend line snap down toward this SPX 52. The trend line on ES and MQ. I guess SPX had it too.
I'm running a test limit order for price. I need one trade a day for 8 days. I need one trade for 3 micros a day for 8 days to make $9,000 on 6 accounts. And those other accounts will be caught up to speed soon. I need to do that for like another 3 or 4 more days on that, and then those 20 accounts will be at the payout. So I will off of that one login and doing what I just did just now in 60 seconds, I will effectively be able to make $30,000 to $32,000 every 5 days. Well, on average, about 6 to 7 days. Because 5 plus 8 is 13 divided by 2. 6.5 every week is worth the work for what you just saw. And people are trying to ask me whether or not that I should buy Solana. This is serious. This is not a game. This is not a game. I'm trying to show you how you can make serious money doing this. It's just a matter of, do you want to wake up or not? Or do you think that everything is a scam? Let me run a test limit order here. And you can see all my entries and my exits. But you're not seeing it in real time from TikTok though. That's impossible. It's like a 12-second latency delay. But I told you they were trying to go lower. I told you they weren't trying to go higher. I at least told you that. This move was fake. This move right here was to blow up the people's accounts that shorted on bad news into the hole. That just happened to be somewhat faster than us. So once they see a big red candle, they shorted on the next candle. And then that right there is exactly why they bounced it 1,000 ticks on their head top. And they stopped them out, and now they're just going sideways. This move right here is for the people that like to buy the top, that like to anticipate, oh, well, these people over here were foolish. We're getting ready to go higher, and they bought here, and now they want to dump it and go lower. That had nothing to do with any price action. Nothing. Yeah, we were in a huge 1 minute Sibby, yeah. And we touched a 5, which is why I shorted it as well here. Yeah, but technically speaking, like everything, all of this is just psychological. It's psychology. It's trading psychology. It's just that the average person's brain can't see what they're doing. It's the same exact thing as to why I told the students at a Discord this morning in a pre-market meeting at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, which if you are available, you need to be showing up to this meeting. Why so? Because unless you tell me that you're making $15,000 to $20,000 a month, you need to be showing up to this. What? You got something that I don't know about? Do you have a better endeavor? I'm being dead serious. If you are going to trade that day, you need to be in that meeting. Even if you are in the car on the way to work, you need to be playing that over the speakers from the Discord. Why? So if you were going to trade that day, you want to know why? Because that's better than listening to Mariah Carey talk about "Touch My Body" over your speakers as a grown man at 30 years old. Or playing "We Are Never, Ever, Ever Going Back Together," and you're bobbing your head back and forth and swinging it back and forth in the car, goofing around. That's better. If start
We're
last.
gonna need to play some Taylor Swift and get the horn out for
Exactly.
Trey.
Playing Taylor Swift.
I just laugh at that stuff.
Look at Trey's message.
I find that funny.
Another student, third student today will pay out. We are gonna blow the motherfucking horn. Just tell them stop playing. Where's the horn at? Think I'm gonna log off so I can secure my first payout. Let's go. It's been so many times I wanted to quit after account blown time and time again, especially during all-time high. But I kept going, getting more knowledge, studying, and the help of NQ Insider. This wouldn't even be possible. I'm still on the clock, but I want to do a black flip on this motherfucker. You the Goldie, I appreciate you. All your teaching in the community as well. Wake up. Blow the taco horn. $605. I'm locked out. I'm done on the same trade I took. They're debating with us. Wow. What a trade. Hyper. Wow. Wow. $700 on the day so far, Phantom says from Discord. Wow. You keep fighting because you knew you could do it. Yes. Yes, you believe, sir. Hell yeah, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Proud of you. You're done for the day. Let's log on. Let's request that payout, sir. Have a good day at work. Let's lock in. This is just the beginning for you. I told you, sir. I told you, sir. I told you. I'm up like $400 for the day. I'm building my accounts up like you, big dog. I'm on way to like 15K plus. 15K plus what? I don't build no buffer. As soon as I get eligible for the payout, I take it almost. I'm not building up no buffer. You talking about 15K on the buffer? Talking about months. Nah, bro, you doing justice, bro. You to go, you a go. Thanks, Gene. Just trying to help people. That's it. Trying to help people. Guys, you don't even have to want to do this all the way fully. Guys, because you are probably not going to believe that you can seriously get to the point to where you can make, $5,000 to $10,000 a week, $5,000 a week. Most people can't believe that because they haven't done that. If you are to the point to where you're getting ready to quit, as long as you are in here, I am going to keep on pushing you forward. I promise you. Nah, bro, you're doing just. You're not trying, brother. You're doing things. Under promise and over deliver. But you're talking about building a 15K buffer on a funded account? That's what you're talking about? I would never do nothing like that. That's imaginary money until it hits your account. Is that what you're talking about? Tulane says, good job. Maybe you should be done for the day, Gene. You're up $400 a day. Maybe we should be done for the day. No, I'm trying to build 15K months. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. With the Apex and with these props today, oh man, we could do that in like a month or two. Yeah, I'm done just watching them work it. Good job. Guys, we're going to do a cash giveaway today. For the students that got the payouts, man, we're going to do a cash giveaway today. F it. Make a comment on my most recent post. You have to like and comment on my most two recent posts. It could be, hey, or hey, what's up? Or hey, just started watching today. Or hi, NQ Insider. Or even an emoji. Just, yo, what's up? Or peace. Just don't say anything hurtful like free Antarctica. Or, free the North Pole. I rep the South Pole. Screw those clowns. Don't say nothing like that, please. Don't be weird and try and cause division. Outside of that, you can be into. We're going to do the cash giveaway today at 12 o'clock. You got 55 minutes. 12 o'clock, we're going to do the giveaway. Be on alert. It's going to be equivalent to one Apex 50K account, which is $25. It's free. Hey man, I don't know, $25. Okay, so I'm sorry, big dog. If that's what you're thinking. Hey man, you give out 15 accounts, give out 20, 30 accounts, man. What you doing? Bro, listen, there's money coming out of my pocket, man. I'm not, dude. Believe it or not, I'm making really no money off Discord. So everything that I do, really look like I'm just trying to help out the community. That's why the indicators are free to the Super Society Discord. That's why I don't charge for mentorship. Like, dude, once you're in here, like, I don't charge for anything, nothing. The only reason why I even charge for something in general is to keep the scammers out. Because every single day you see that we are green almost. We are green 90% of the time, or at least I am. And I'm letting you know what they're doing day in and day out. And I'm sending you a pre-market trading plan. And you know that the mentorships are free. And there's a boot camp where you can learn on your own. And you get to talk and be around like literally millionaire traders, because there are other millionaires in here. And you get to ask questions, and you get a community backing you, and you get a pre-market trading plan and a pre-market meeting. Every single thing is set up for you to succeed, but yet you don't want to come off $59 per month or a lifetime membership, which is the cost of 1 or 2 funded accounts. You don't want to do that. You get all of those things from being inside here, but yet you're still considering that. So the people with that mentality, we like to keep them away. So why? So they can watch, and then we get to do. So shoot, you get to watch us. Why? Because it's miraculous how the people that always try to get everything for nothing always end up with the former, which is no. I think former is the first, latter is the second. I think that's former is the first, and latter is the second. They always end up with the latter, which is nothing. It's miraculous how that works all the time. I know you're scamming, because other people who aren't millionaires told me that millionaires should get me rich and should get me to my goal and get me to my destination. And if they don't, you're scamming. What are you talking about? That's what they told me. That I should give nothing and I should get everything. And then once I get rich, then I run off on the plug. Right. Ask them how that model is working for them and why are they not following that. And then let me know what their face says. Ask them, go, are you rich doing that yet? And then let me know what they say. Or miraculously, are they still waiting for their big break? Life don't owe you nothing. You need to lock in and get focused. It's time to stop goofing around and meandering. Time to lock in. Stop goofing around, man. I got Lucy right now. Oh, okay. They want to go higher and not lower. That short was just a base hit. They're back to the same spot where we opened up at right now. We're on the same candle. They've done nothing but do horrendous price action today and blow up people's account. Donald Trump live. Is that what my newswire just told me? Maybe I should be on alert. My newswire just said Donald Trump is live. What's that dude talking about? The hell? He just told me. He said Donald Trump live. I need to be on alert with that. That's strange. They about to come over and do a Judas swing and pop this high and come up over here. Watch. The time to have been shorting it was up here. But I got break even. Here, went straight to the TP. Here, break even, but still went to the TP. Here, TP, trade done. Here, break even again. I knew they were trying to go lower. They were lying. From where I shorted at, they went 600 ticks lower, 500 ticks lower. They were lying. They never wanted to go. Man, boy, man, we had a serious problem, boy. If they flash this LR like this, and if they went just like this, they're not gonna do nothing like that. Cash giveaway, 12 o'clock. And if you're not on the stream, then you don't get the giveaway. I'm not gonna DM you or chase you down to send you no money. Look at this LR that they engineered. Nobody said nothing about that. Look at that. Look at that. Now they want to squeeze and go higher. As long as you believe that you can, this shit lights a fire under my, got me hyped up good. Absolutely, Alan. As long as you believe that you can accomplish something to keep at it, you can accomplish anything. Think positively and spread that positivity to everyone around you. You will find that you can achieve almost anything as long as you keep trying, Phantom says. That is 100% correct. Hey, what's up, District? How you doing, sir? Wow. So proud of bro. Blow the taco horn. Man. I'm gonna save this. Trey first payout. What a day, man. Okay. Man, dude, we're on the same channel as 9:30. The timestamp is 11:13. They've done nothing all day. Did you watch that drop? Yeah, that was Trump saying the ceasefire is over. But he said that. But the reason why the market didn't completely crap the bed is because he said that Iran still wants to do a deal. But he said that as far as we're concerned, the ceasefire is over. Look at that go higher.
Yep, that was a nice bounce.
This short is not the same short as before. That's oh, with phone call.
Sheesh, I held that put from that news scandal, and I averaged in, like, I put 2 grand into it to average way down, and I just came out plus 800, bro. Fucking shitting myself over here. That was like a $3,500 call. This whole Apex moving me live shit got me bored.
People in your call just sound like they're gambling. Not gonna lie. Well, if that's what it sounds like to you, they must be really goddamn good gamblers, sir. Really,
You heard what I was talking about my options, Z?
really goddamn good. Really goddamn good. Yeah, yeah. That's probably what we was talking about. But a lot of times, that's what people just hear one time. So if people hear that people hear that you double down on this like this, and like you ended up going green and you ended up getting out of this like this, and they ended up doing this Judas swing like hold on, look at this perfect double top. They're getting ready to come up here and eclipse this, and like they end up doing something like this, right? And coming back for it, like it sounds like gambling, but people won't. But I'm not saying this is him or her because it's Apple user 3759993, so I don't know who's behind that. But they'll ignore all of the good things that we're doing: the risk management, the patience, the execution, the being out conservatively, the multiple people finally getting multiple payouts, and then because the human brain likes to focus on the human brain likes to see faults in things that they don't understand, or things that they're confused about, or things that they're not personally doing. Instead of all of the
Scare
good
money
things.
don't make money.
That is correct. Yeah, you've been watching.
If I'm how I look at it, bro, is if I'm down I was down $1,200 on the trade. Bro, if I'm down 1,200, I'm not closing it. Like I'm gonna average in
right,
and risk losing 2 grand. Like, to make
right,
800 like I did in
right.
I don't know 10 minutes. So the trade reversed like $2,000 total in it was like 10 minutes.
Correct. The beautiful thing about that is that you can control your risk better on the options because you only risk what you put in. That's why when that happened, I specifically said, and I was like, if you are in a futures trade right now, and if they bounce this, I specifically said futures. And I was like, if they bounce this and they give you a chance to get out at break even or close and take like a $200 loss, you need to take that because you don't know what they were getting ready to do. But you trust your own intuition, you trust your own risk management because you was down 1,200 at that low, and you just averaged more in, and you were like, well, I'm only going to risk 2,000. And hell, even if it goes to zero, you only lose $2,000. On the futures market, if that thing keeps dumping, you're going to lose everything. The account's going to be blown.
So I think the only reason why I did that is because my options strike was at 80 cents, so $80 a contract, and I had a limit to sell at 90, and it went to 89,
Oh wow,
and then that
that
news
is
came out.
crazy.
Yeah, bro, I was heated.
That is crazy.
Went to 89, and it would have been a just I think it would have been like a quick $350, I think it was.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, bro, are you serious?
Yeah, man, that sucks.
So I said, nah, I'm not going out like that. And bro, I don't know what's going on with Apex, but it's been like 4 or 5 days, and they haven't put my accounts live yet.
Yeah.
No communication, nothing.
Wow.
Do you know? Have you heard from anybody else how long it takes, or no?
How long it takes for what?
For my accounts to get activated to live.
Bro, I've heard people be in that limbo mode for like literally, bro, for like a month, 2 months. I'm
Yeah,
not beefing.
bro.
I'm not even joking.
When I passed, it only took like a day and a half.
You're on Apex Live, Phantom?
No, I blew the account.
When?
So then you can't buy
But
any more Apex accounts, or what? You're on a different firm?
no, I got like five Apex accounts and I got a couple of Top Step accounts.
But they moved you to live on Apex, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So are your accounts right now Apex Live accounts or no?
two, two of them are.
So you're still allowed to buy more evaluations?
No,
Yeah,
Phantom. Are they
yeah.
funded accounts, or do they graduate the accounts and they put you into a live trading program and send you an email and say we are moving all of your accounts to a live?
No, no, not all of them. Just two of them. I got five, five of them. Three of them are just sitting dormant, but two of them are live.
No, those are funded accounts.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I was about to say, bro, I'm about to start loading up again. No, they pulled all my accounts and moved them to live, fam. I don't know if you were here yesterday.
yeah, I was here. Yeah, I might have missed
Alright.
it. I might have missed you saying it. That's good.
Fuck no. I can't rinse them anymore.
I know.
Look at this market go green from this low.
I know. Just pushing up
Look
slow.
at that. Move bullish, not bearish. They blew everybody's
Look at that.
accounts and they just took out the HOD, and everybody that shorted this thinking ceasefire over. I'm gonna say this in mind. I'm blessing the first 10 people who messaged me happy. Stay blessed, y'all. Like David, who just got blocked by J Trade. I'm gonna say that in his voice. Go on. Ceasefire over. Why market go higher? Why is irrelevant.
Yep,
You need to understand what I just told you.
yep.
Why is
It
irrelevant
is
when it comes to
irrelevant.
trading? It is fully irrelevant. But why is the most important question whenever it comes to humans and whenever it comes to people?
Yep.
That's why people don't succeed when it comes to trading. No, well, well, trading holds a mirror up to your face, and people just like to be deceitful. Like they think that they can finesse the market, but that's impossible. Can't do that. So that's what I think is the biggest reason because it forces you to be real with yourself. And most people can't be real, and most people don't want to learn. That's so. So I think that's the pillar, but I think they go hand in hand. But nevertheless, stay focused. Why is irrelevant? Why are they squeezing us like this from this low just now? The president of the United States just said that the ceasefire is over. Why is the market green? Tell me why. Do you know why? No, you don't know why. So if you don't know why, and if I don't know why, is it not irrelevant? I can tell you what they're doing. They're going higher. I can tell you how they're doing it. They're creating these ones shoot these imbalances. I can tell you, damn, that this SPX is about to damn take out this high right over here. Well, they just did. Well, that's a perfect. Is that a perfect double
Son
top
of a
high?
bitch.
Holy shoot! They get ready to squeeze this. Look at that perfect
Ah,
high.
come on.
What happened? You shorted that phantom?
Nah. I'm not trading. I'm paper trading.
Oh, get ready to say. Damn, bro, 30K was my target. GG. They just popped that high. Potato. Done here. Took multiple trades, fresh down. Mm. Trump candle put me down 1K for the day. Wow, what happened? How that possible? What happened? You was shorting that? So you was in that short? Why were you shorting this for? What was going on with this? I'm sorry, why were you longing this for? What were you trying to do? What made you want to long that weird looking pattern like that and just in general? I'm serious, Blinks. What happened? I saw you requested a payout, but what happened the other day? What's going on with that? I'm being dead serious. How'd that put you down 1,000? What happened? Big W. Good job. Done here. Took multiple trades. Trash trade from down 2K to 600. Good job. Potato. Just TP for $4,100. Good job. I want to go higher, not lower. Good trade. Call it a day. You're done, Potato. What a trade, sir. Jesus. I wanted to take the volume balance out, but then it just edged it for no reason, and I had a mini in. One more day needed for third payout in 3 weeks. No volume balance. What volume balance was up there? That you was looking at. What was you looking at that was up there? What volume balance was you trading? I'm being dead serious, so that I can review that so you can learn. It was low-key a valid long before he tweeted. Yeah, I want to know what volume balance was there. Where was it at? Crazy environment we're living in. Where was it at? Like, I want to know what he was looking at. I'm being dead serious. They want to squeeze and go higher, not lower. Look at this market. They about to come over here and pop this damn high. Look at that. They about to go 30,000. Hell. Look at that. They about to pop this. This is bullish and not bearish. Don't show Discord, bro. What happened? Oh, yeah. What happened? What volume balance was you looking at so that I can judge this and grade this? Why wouldn't they pop this high here? Why would they not do that? Like, why would they not liquidation squeeze as fast as and go to 30,000? Why would they do that? So Lie doesn't get banned. Okay, yeah. It's really a happy Friday. You're doing a giveaway. Banged up for 100 points this morning. Why wouldn't they pop this high? What was the valid long? What volume balance? trying to see what he was looking at. Where? Where? Look at them. Look at them not take that out and then dump this. I was getting ready to short that, you know. They already took it out, but it was a 25 point on the MNQ and 50 on the NQ. That's not enough. A 25 point volume balance on NQ on MNQ is not a volume balance. That is not a volume balance. Don't trade that again.
That still would that still would have been a good little small little scalp.
That's not a volume balance though. That's why I asked him his reasoning. That's not a volume balance.
Understood.
The market goes up in increments of 25. Look, 25 is the smallest increment that it could go. So if 25 is the floor, like this here, if 25 is the floor, then what trades in between the floor? There's nothing there. It is literally the smallest increment that the market can increase by. So that's not a volume imbalance. And there's no way that you should trade that on one mini. One day from a payout. That's why I asked you, and that's why you're in here. That is not a volume imbalance. I don't know who told you that. Don't do that. I understand what Fire was talking about during Asia session or whatever he was talking about, but don't do that. I'm trying to tell you that is not a volume imbalance. They're about to pop this high and go 30,000 plus. They already took it out, but it was at the 25 point on MNQ and 50 on trying to get exact price right now. You don't have to give me an exact price. If you said that it was a 25 point volume balance on MNQ, I know that that's not one. You don't have to give it to me. That's why I asked you what your reasoning was. That's not a volume balance. And I'm not trading a 50 point volume balance. I gave that explanation earlier today. A 50 point volume balance on MNQ or on NQ is like a 2 on the QQQ. It's like a 1 or a 2. It's literally not 2. It's not a 1. It is 2 because 1 just doesn't even exist. It is literally like a 2.
Every 25 points on one of those indices is 1 point on NQ in correlation.
Correct, but he's not.
So like a 1 point on the Qs is equivalent to a 25 point on the NQ.
Correct, but he's not talking about a 25 point volume imbalance. He's not talking about 100 ticks. This is 25 points. He's not talking about this. If you this
one tick.
Yeah,
tick.
Correct. He's literally talking about 1 tick of a volume imbalance. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. No.
It is literally 1. And then like the other thing that he saw was he saw a two tick. That is not something to seriously start to develop and trade ideas off of. There was a 200 point on NQ at 29,956. 29,956. I'm assuming that you're talking about this candle right over here where this gap is. You talking about this at 1013? Is this what you were trying to target? Is this what you were talking? Because this is the only gap that I've seen that's not filled. This is the only one that you could potentially be talking about. I see what you're saying. Where was your entry? Where was your entry? Where did you buy it? Where did you press the buy button at? Give me the number on the entry. But even then, though, man, I see what you're saying. Mm, I don't think I don't I don't, I don't think that's as bad of a read. They were going to go higher and they flashed it up here, but they missed it. The F for G at 913. So you entered in at 913. You entered in at 913 and you were up 100 ticks and you didn't go break even. It was halfway to the target and you didn't go break even. So what I'm doing right now personally is that I'm breaking down the mistakes that you made so the next time you don't make this mistake. When they flash this up like this, there's no way that you should have been up. Well, they flashed it and they dumped it. So you probably couldn't react to this. But here for sure, when they did this like this and you was up 100 plus ticks, you was up 100 ticks on 1 minute. So you bought in at 913, you was up 100 ticks on 1 minute. You were up $500 and you didn't go break even. You didn't do that. Why are you trading minis for? Because you can't scale out of minis. Why are you on minis? Why not go micros? I'm being dead serious. Because with minis, it's either all or nothing. Because why would you go 2 to 3 minis for on a normal position on a 50K account? Yeah, I thought it would run that, so I didn't even think to move it. In my head, it looked good. See what I'm saying? Don't just in my head. Don't ever do that. Don't just, well, it looks good, so I'm just not gonna go break even. You saw what I was doing, right? You saw that whenever it went halfway to that target, I went break even, right? Because anything can happen. Anything can happen. I hope that's not intraday. Nah, he just lost $1,000. Well, yeah, true. Yeah, if it's intraday, then that's really gonna hurt because he was up 500, and he took $1,000 loss. So yeah, you are right. I just thought about that thing. They didn't even pop this damn high, but yet they want to dump this. This is strange.
Yeah, I'm up 850. I'm done for the day.
It's EOD. Okay, good. That's crazy to me. Grade down the chart, yeah. Ford is yelling my name. Yeah, have a good day, Dre. Guys, we're gonna do the cash giveaway. This is a small little cash giveaway. Small little cash giveaway.
I don't know how to enter it.
You gotta go make a comment on my most 2 recent posts on my profile. On my 2 most recent posts, just any comment, and you're automatically entered to win. You have to be on the live stream, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it in 5 minutes.
In the Discord or on TikTok?
On TikTok.
Okay.
Because what it is I want, yeah. So my
Okay.
2 most recent posts on TikTok and say hey, hi, or an emoji saying peace, or yo, NQ,
Okay.
or, hey, what's up, brother? Any comment to anybody that's listening.
I got it, my
If you
brother.
spin the wheel, then you will not get it.
on his profile.
Okay.
And you
All right.
have to
I got
follow
you.
me on TikTok. Because if I
Yeah,
click
I
on your
follow you
profile,
on TikTok.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wasn't talking about you. I'm speaking in third person, but guys, if you're not following me and I click on your profile, then I'm not going to send you $25. I'm not going to send you the money to buy an Apex 50K account. If you would ever so like to have access to the Knowledge Center, I can give you that as well. Or cash. I know which one is going to be more beneficial for you. I know which one. But you can choose whichever one you like. But I know which one's gonna be the most beneficial. Why don't you trade Asia? Yo, why don't you trade Asia? New York is great. Cause with Asia, bro, I could be in a trade for them 2 or 3 hours. And, you know, trading is my full-time job, so why wouldn't I want to trade with the most volume? Not really gonna see too many moves like this during Asia. Look at that market dump. They took out that high and now they want to go lower. This is crazy. They did not pop that high for me to short it. That right there is exactly why I don't guess. This right here is a perfect example as to how I used to lose with ICT. Because I used to long it here and I used to go, well, they have to come here and pop this high. Like, they have to come here. They don't have to do anything. They missed this by a tick or two. And they damn near left a perfect double top. And then they dumped it. High of this candle, 91.50. They left a double top up here, but it's separated by 2 candles, so it's still, but it's, so it's basically one inflection point. That's why my indicator didn't alert it. Because I need at least 5 candles of separation. Otherwise, I consider it just basically as one high. But they did not pop this high and take out this high and this liquidity over here, and then they just yeeted it on everybody. And I usually get caught holding the bag a lot of times. What's that? 827. What's there? Thanks, fam. Indicator with the gold short signal.
You're very welcome, my friend.
Jesus. Think they got 30K at 1050? 1150? 1150. I know that you're in the Midwest, Trey, but 1150. Because if you say 1050, you're going to confuse a lot of people because they're going to be like, what's going on with the 1050 macro? And you're going to confuse yourself. Because when I say 1150, now you're bringing this program to think 1050. And when I say 1050, you're going to think 1050. Look at that sell-off from that high. Look at this goofing around. They're doing nothing. We're on a scene killer that we opened up on. Can you believe that? We've done nothing all day. In the grand scheme of things, but drop some geopolitical war tension news and run our mouth. Timestamp 1150. Timestamp 1145. I was getting ready to long that just now. I'm long this right now.
Order filled.
I'm long this on 3 contracts for a potential bounce heading into this 1150 macro. And one of these imbalances lower is probably going to be my line in the sand right on this. Oh shoot, I didn't see that. I was not paying attention to this ES. Jesus Christ. Look at this ES. This ES is about to shit the bed. This is bearish. Shit. I don't trust that. I gotta go break even on that ASAP. Lifestyle.
Order submitted.
Gotta go break even on this ASAP. I don't trust that. Shit, that's a 16-point volume balance up there. This top on the
Order
tables.
canceled.
That's a 16-point volume balance over there at the bottom. I had to take that. I had to get out of that. They're getting ready to go lower. That's a 16-point falling bounce in this kicker queue. They're getting ready to go lower. So they're about to dump this. So I got out of that. I wanted to manage my risk to one of these imbalances here with this 1150 macro, but I think they're getting ready to dump this and come here and fill this. Damn, we got edged by 5 points. They might still bounce this, but I'm not gonna take that chance. I got out of that. I think they're about to dump. And I feel tempted to take shorts. I don't know 1150 macro on that. See this? And they're working on a staircase and weird pattern again. That's a 16-point volume imbalance over at this bottom. After they knifed it on everybody. I think they're about to dump this. Look at that market bounce. I'm not going to short this though. My short button is broken. Maybe one more base hit I take. Look at this market. Look at that market. Get off this damn ground, boy. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Liquidation, squeeze, and raid. They're about to dump this and come to the 16-point volume balance right now. They're about to yeet this to this floor and go lower. Watch them. Shorting this right now is not advised. It is dangerous to short right now. You could seriously get hurt, but there is a 16-point volume balance lower that you might be able to play off of that bounce and that attack. Hell. But they are trying to squeeze this to go higher. They don't want to go lower. They want to go higher. They want to go higher, not lower. I think that they're testing you. That's what I think. And I think that they're trying to sucker you in. And when you press the short button, they're going to go higher for this 1150 macro, and you're going to be trapped shorting the 1150 macro. That's what I think. I want to short this too, but I know what this means. And I don't want to get too cocky. High because it's 1149. They're flashing a 16, but it's 1150 macro. I want to short this, and I want to press this short button so bad. Everything within me is telling me, press this short button right now. Press it right now. You will win. You will win if you press it right now this second. Trust me, you will win. But I just know, statistically speaking, under normal circumstances, I have a 5 to 8% chance of actually succeeding in this endeavor. So it is best I just miss out. Shit. If you think that we should short the 1150 macro, say short. If you think that we should long it, I'm sorry, let's short it. If you think that we should do nothing, then say nothing inside the chat. I want to see what Discord says, and I want to see what the TikTok says. If you think that we should short this, say short it. If you think that we should do nothing, say do nothing. You know what they do at 1150. This is a serious question. What do you think that we should do? I'm going to consider everybody's opinion right now before I press this button. I blindly longed at 1145. Bang. I'm trying to tell you, boy, if you just randomly do that, boy, you're going to be a winner. You are going to win 85%, almost 90% of the time if you just do that. I'm being dead. Just look at this 1150 macro bounce. Look at this. They do this every day. Or worst case scenario, they're going to go sideways. Sure, looks nice, but do nothing because of the odds. Rock Lee says. Kyle says nothing. Hype says nothing. Wait for the sweep and play the 1150. Correct. I wanted to dump to my 15-minute order block that night long. Do you have? Flip mindset. The fill of the 16 will be 1150 macro entry. Yeah. Interesting. I like that. Phantom says nothing. Do you have a mother mentor? Oh shit, we gotta do the giveaway. What we talking about? Guys, listen. If you make a guys make a comment on my 2 most recent posts. You have to make 2 comments. That's it. It can literally take 30 seconds. Say hi and hi, or hey and hey, or hey, what's up, or 1150 macro. I don't care what you say. Make a comment on my 2 most recent posts, and please like the video right now because I am getting ready to pull up the giveaway. I'm ready to do the giveaway right now. Look at that Marcus squeeze from that 1150 macro. Are you kidding me? You was right, the dumping. Yeah. Absolutely, they wanted to go lower. That's why I was I promised the goodness, if they popped this high right over here, if they just went 3 ticks higher, then they started going lower, I would have shorted it. That's why I set that alert there. Set that alert there, but they just missed it and they started dumping. I knew that they wanted to dump it. Man, that was fake. That's why my order button was on short. But then they just dumped it in a straight line. So I know someone will think, well, why didn't you short it here? Because they could have just went like this. I was anticipating them to pop this and then do this. But they just dumped it immediately, which is crazy. Cash giveaway right now. Hey man, $25 ain't gonna change my life. Send me 25,000. Man, listen here. I'm just a normal guy just trying to, reward the people that just want to watch the live stream. But I'm gonna reward you if you in here for sure watching the live stream, and like for sure if you inside Discord. But hey man, just a few nickels, man. I'm just a normal guy. All right. I don't got no crazy sponsorship going on. I'm trying to work on something where they're gonna be giving straight the funded accounts out on the live stream. I am working on that at least. I am working on that. I blocked that guy. Yo, Jack, what do you think you're doing? Nah, I blocked him. He's blocked. Welcome to the block. Whoever said that sounds ungrateful. No. No one said that. I was just making it up because I know because I know that's what people think sometimes. I'm very big on human psychology. Because I know someone's probably thinking, bro, what means a little $25 or 3 months for knowledge? Want no knowledge? Come on, man. If I'm gonna make one comment, I at least want $250. Everything for nothing. So because you think like that, you're not gonna enter and you don't get nothing. It's miraculous how that works, like I always say. Hold on, I'm pulling up the giveaway right now. Here it is. Oh, okay, for sure, yeah. I'm going to choose a random video from one of the videos, so you need to make a comment on it. I'm gonna start scaling to this short over here, and this right over here is gonna be like my line in the sand right now. I'm working on. If you didn't make a comment, you're not gonna win. You better make a comment right now because I'm getting ready to choose somebody from the giveaway. So if you didn't miss, so there's 40 people listening to my voice right now, at least 40 on TikTok, and damn that God knows how many from Discord. If you did not make a comment on both of the photo, on both of them, you don't know which one I'm going to choose. You need to go make a comment on my profile photo right now. I mean, it takes you literally 2 seconds and to like the video. Double tap, hey, and Q. anything. Hey, what's up? Hey, it's me. Remember me? Hey, something, anything. I'm getting ready to start the giveaway now. You don't know which one I'm getting ready to choose. That's why I said 2 comments. On the 2 most recent videos. That's it. I'm not asking. I don't ask much of people, man. Is that a double bottom on MNQ? Not as strong as it is on NQ. Double bottom where? Point it up. Set a number. The indicator does not say so. Do a little giveaway. Farouk. Where's Farouk? Farouk won. Who's inside Discord? Farouk won the giveaway. Where's Farouk? It says, congrats, Dean says. Thanks for being happy for him. Here it is. Here are the comments. I clicked on it, 932, and it chose the random person. Where's Farouk? If Farouk does not answer, who's inside Discord, does not answer within the next 10 seconds, then guess what? We will respin the wheel. Where's Farouk? You have to be on the live stream in order to win. No more of me just DMing people, just sending them money. Like, what? Come on. Where's Farouk? Farouk's been with us for a while. We're gonna respin the wheel. Why? Because Farouk won and he's not in here. Maybe I go to work or something. You need to be on alert. They want to go higher out of this 1150 macro. Good call for the students inside the Discord. Welcome to NQ Insider, where we have good call for the students inside the Discord to not short something that's only going to win 5 to 8% of the time. We're gonna do another giveaway. I'm starting it right now and I'm about to press the button again. What were we supposed to do for the giveaway? Supposed to make a comment on my most recent post. So if you want to join, because you're inside here, I'll hold it up for you for another 60 more seconds. Go make a comment on 2 of my most recent posts on both of them. Just say, hey, what's up? Or hey, it's Alan. On 2 of my most recent posts on TikTok, and like the video, please. I am going to start up the giveaway again at 12:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in 3 minutes. 1150 is always so good. You never short that. You'll lose. That's why I asked everybody. And here's the deal. I'm not going to lie. I was tempted to press that button. You want to know why? Because I've been winning so much to the point to where, like, I was getting ready to think that I was above the rules. You guys saved me because I wanted to short that. But this right here is exactly why a community is needed. You want to know why? Because every single last one of you overrided my desire to want to short that into that volume balance. But you know what's stronger than that 1150 macro. And all of you said, don't do that. It is best to wait. Just don't do it. You guys saved me. That's why I am live streaming personally. That is why I am live streaming. That's why I'm here. They're getting ready to use this 1150 macro right now in order to come up here and eclipse this high. They did multiple Judases. That's why trading in a group is important. Not necessarily because you need someone to tell you what to do, but because there may be one brief second to where you may be unsure. Like they left those highs for a reason. It's all narrative. That is 100% correct. That is 150% correct. That they left that for a reason. Because if you're ever confused, or like if you're unsure about something, bouncing ideas off someone that knows what they're talking about is invaluable. Every one of you that responded, you know what
Yep.
you know. You're like, bro, come on, bro, don't do that. You know what you're talking about. And I know what I'm talking about too, but you can give me confidence to then still do what I think. Because if I didn't know what the 1150 macro was, I would have shorted that. So it doesn't matter what you say to me or what you're trying to get me to do if we're not speaking the same language. That's why I know it's understood. We're going to
It's
do the
always
giveaway.
good. It's always good to get a second opinion.
It is always good to get a second opinion. It is always good, especially like if you're just insanely unsure. Like, and then honestly speaking, if you're unsure, you should do nothing. I felt a little
Correct.
tingle on instant bought eval. It's going to take all of us. I think they're going to pop that higher. This 1150 macro. That's what my brain's telling me. Can you imagine everybody's accounts that are getting ready to blow when they pop up, when they pop that high? I was going through it and I clicked that button, but boy, and it saved you. When you saw how everyone else inside it was like, well, it was resounding. Everyone was like, don't do that. Don't do that. I think there was only one person here that was like, short it. There was only one person, so I wasn't paying attention. Who? I wanted to see where your brain was at and and where your mindset was. You wanna know why? Because when we back tested it yesterday, they went higher 100% of the time from 1145 until God knows when. The market went higher at 100% of the time over the last week of back testing. 100% of the time. Why would we go against something that's 100% up? So far from what we've seen. Now it's not going to be 100% of the time all the time, but under that criteria, where they dumped it and it went lower like that, it went, dude. The only reason why I cut that trade earlier and I only took $100, $120 on that trade was because because there was a 16-point volume balance there. So I thought they was going to dump it, and then I thought they were going to go higher. But the reason why I entered that trade was because they dumped it into the 1150 macro. I was willing to hold for 5 minutes because I knew it was going to go higher. That was the only reason why I closed this trade, was because I would rather take $100 and then take another trade. Look at that 12-point volume balance. Watch this. Guys, I'm getting ready to do the giveaway right now, 12:04. If you have not made a comment, you're not entered. Alan, did you do it? Yes or no? Because I'm getting ready to do it right now. Where's Alan's comment at? Yes, sir. No, there's another Alan in here too, but it's spelled differently than yours. London says, hey, NQ. Trent is your friend. I see Jacob's comment. I don't see Alan's comment. I commented. What'd you say? Where's your comment? Because I don't see it on here. I'm trying to find it. What's your username? What's the username? Yeah, on TikTok, yeah. What's the username? I'm looking at it. I'm trying to find it before I press this button, bro. Look at that. They came back for this 12. I did. What's the comment? I don't see. Alan. Did you see her? I see London's. I see Dean's. I see JB's. 3 micros in a dream. I see that. What'd you say? I don't see yours here. Did you comment on both of them? I hope it goes against me, Dean says. I see that. Did you comment on both of them? Or did you just do one? Yes, I did. Devin says, be on alert. I can see that. Rome says, do you have a mentor? What did you say in the comment? Let me look. Hey, it's Alan. And hello. Oh, I see it. Lethal Swan. Okay, I'm going to refresh it then. Whoever doesn't have a mentors hold themselves back for real. Yeah. You ever have a red day? What do you risk on every trade? 1-1, 3-1? I'll answer that question in a minute. I didn't even ready to pop that high. Do you want me to lose? Okay, the comments here. I see them. I see Jake's comment. I don't see Alan's though. Hey, it's Alan. Oh, I see it. I see Alan's right here. He says, hey, it's Alan right here. Okay. Everyone's comments here. I'm getting ready to start it right now. Wheel spinning. They're about to pop that high. Don't be fooled. It's 1150 macro. The 1150 macro is over. It's a 12-way lunch week, but they're so close to the high. You need to ask yourself the question, why would they not pop that high? So I'm not going to short it. Who's Twizzy J.O.? Who's that? Twizzy J.O. Who is that? That's who won. Twizzy J.O. won. Twizzy J.O. won. Who is that? He says GOAT. Comment. If Twizzy J.O. does not respond in 120 seconds, then he will forfeit. He made the comment GOAT. That's my nickname. We will respin the wheel. You need to say, hey, that was me. Josiah. Oh, it was Josiah. Who won? Josiah won. If not, we will spin the wheel. Hey, that was me. Porto says, right. Okay, we'll get ready to spin the wheel because Josiah's not on the live stream. Damn, I never found it so hard to give away free money. Jesus. I mean, bro, like, you would think somebody would just want to win just a quick 25. Shit. Time is not the same as it was 15, 20 years ago. Shit, $25 will go a long way. 20, 10, 15, 10, even 10, 15 years ago. Shit, you know what you get with $20? Shit. I still want $25 right now. I mean, bro, why would I not want a free $25? Yeah, I noticed that. They're about to come up there and pop that high. I'm not going to short before. Prince Rome. Who's Prince Rome? Do you have a mentor? He says. Prince Rome. Prince Rome won the giveaway, but he's not on live stream either. We're about to spin the wheel again. What is going on, bro? Spin it again. Prince Rome is not in here. It's gonna dump after they hit those highs. I'm going to wait and I'm going to see if they want to dump it. But I can clearly see that's where they're getting ready to go. That's why I'm not going to do nothing. That's why my chart is. I'm not even looking at the chart right now on my main screen that I trade from. But you can't see it, but the Discord is up. It's hard to give away money nowadays, right? This is crazy. This is impressive. I'm spinning the wheel. 3, 2, 1. For what the? Farouk won again, and he's not in here. Hold on, Josiah, is that you? Cheater. He won again. And that dude is not in here again. Yo, what's up, Josiah? Josiah, you won the giveaway, bro. Josiah, you won the giveaway, bro, but you weren't in here. I'm here. Chill. Okay. Okay, here's the deal. Since both of you joined, I'll deem both of you the winner. But since Farouk is here, Farouk gets the option. Yeah, here's the deal. Screw it. I'll deem both of you the winner. All right. What do you want? Do you want the cash or do you want time added to the page? But here's the deal though. Because I'm giving out both, only one of you can choose the cash. I'm at the gym, my bad guys. No problem. Only one of you can choose the cash. So Farouk just won and he's in it. Bro, Farouk, you won twice, but we gave it away. No cash for me. No cash for me or no cash for me. Ain't the English language is crazy. You saw how I interpret that two different ways? No cash for me or no cash for me. Which one would you prefer? The English language is one of the hardest languages to learn because that can be interpreted in 2 or 3 different ways. I don't want the cash. Okay, so shoot me a DM. I'll take the 5 TPT funderies. Yeah, okay. So DM me right now, and then I'll just give you 3 months to the Knowledge Center. I'll add it. DM me your email address that you're registered to in the Knowledge Center. So I guess it's the students, and then if you're not in the Knowledge Center, then sign up for a free 3-day trial. Then DM me the email address, and then I'll add the days on there. Yeah, there's a casual 3K and resets for Dean. Come on, does it seem like too much? Alan says, yeah. They want to go higher and they want to pop this high. So either DM it to me on Discord or DM it to me on TikTok what your email address is. I'll take the knowledge. Hyper says, who's already in? You didn't win, bro. I would too, though. I think they about to pop this high on this QQQ. Then I think they're about to figure it out later. For real, yeah. So we did choose one winner, but since you guys joined when we were still giving it away, I'll still give it away to somebody else extra. 2 winners. I'm gonna start doing like a cash giveaway though every every other day. I'm not going to be giving away the Knowledge Center every other day. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because inevitably what's going to happen is someone who's not inside the Discord is going to win and someone who does not value it is going to win. So I'm going to be honest. I would personally rather give out $25. That's what I would personally rather do. Because it still maintains the integrity of the Discord. But just for right now in the beginning, I don't mind doing that. But when I start doing the giveaways every other day, like out of my pocket, I would rather pay $20 to $25 out of my pocket every single day than give out the 3 months of the Knowledge Center for $49. But well, the price doesn't matter. Than to give someone $20 a month and then they don't take it seriously, or they take that and then they just join the community and they just waste it. That's what I would prefer. So I would prefer you just, I would prefer, because I want to know how you want to decide to spend your money. That'll let me know everything that I need to know. It makes no difference to me. They just popped this high and they just did this Judas swing. This market is bullish off the chain. We're back up here at the damn HOD. Look at that. They shook that thing off completely, and this market is bullish. Wow. Can you believe it? Look at that, folks, huh? That is mightily impressive. They're about to go past 725 on this QQQ. Hell, they about to go to 726 even. Hell, they about to pop this high right here. This is what's next. Look at these people, boy. Goodness gracious. Look at that aggression. Hey, did you see the current Apex discount? Yeah, I heard about that. What, 90% off plus $59 activation? I think Matt said something about that today. Or somebody. I'm here. I'd say paying for the knowledge is my small way of giving back in a sense. Yeah. Agreed. Appreciate that, brother. Correct. They want to go higher, not lower, it appears. The HOD is at 724.99. I don't want to call their bluff. They missed it by 1 point. I think they can really squeeze and go higher still. I think they got one more in them, like Vince Carter, like the Vince Carter meme. Like LeBron keeps saying every year, I got one more in me. I think they got one more burst in them, at least, before they even consider ending this charade. I think they got one more in them. Next target, 30.50. Look at that market. Look how bullish that is. Did they take out that 99 yet? Nope. I would not short this, so help me. Look at the scammers. Why don't they take it out? Why not go 725? They're blasting up higher, Phantom says from Discord. Yeah, why not take this out, man? What is it with these people today? Today's just the day to goof around today. Why did they not take that high out just now? Why? Why did they do that? They left a 34 over here on this SPX. Why did they not pop that again? Why? Huh. They were right there. They were 2 points away from doing it.
I don't think they've done yet.
I don't think they're done either. 1150 takes 2 prisoners. I think it meant no. I think he meant no prisoners. It does not take any prisoners. Can you imagine if we shorted that over here at this 1150? Because I was talking about shorting it over. Can you imagine if we pressed that short button? I would
No,
have
man.
I would
That
not
would
have won. There
that
would
would
have been
be
no way I would have won that.
nope. Your accounts would have been blown.
That's crazy. You never do that. So now for the rest of all of your lives, for the rest of forever, for all of your lives, you will never press that short button from 11:45 until 12:10 at the earliest. If anything that they show you, you're just going to automatically assume it's going to go higher. For the rest of your life now, that's what you're going to assume because I showed you. So now you don't have to burn and lose in order to try and figure out why, what happened. Look at that, they just flashed that high just now.
Yep, they're gonna pop it.
My goodness, look at how bullish. My God. Timestamp 12:20. What a candle. My God. Can you believe this? Look at that. I'm gonna start scaling into a short for
Order filled.
for 2 contracts. I'm gonna try and get 120 ticks to the downside on this. After they just popped that high. I'm early. I'm telling you right now, I'm early. But I'm going early right now because I'm in 2. I need 120 ticks to the downside on this move to complete my trading day. How much is that? That's $120. Be on alert. I'm not gonna go break even. Well, I should here. That's 2. I am jumping the gun on this, just so you know.
Order submitted.
Safe to go break even. But the
Yeah,
brother said, "Do you
SPX.
ever lose?" What do you say? What do you say while I was trading? What bro said? What bro said? Bro said what?
SPX still has a 34 up top.
They about to go higher, boy. They about to squeeze this and go higher. They're not trying to go lower. They're trying to go higher. They're about to squeeze this. This is bullish, not bearish, but I'm break even. You ever have a red day? What are you risking on every trade?
You're gonna be all right.
Bro said, "Do I ever have a red day? Do you want me to lose, Sonny?" I don't think that the people inside this Discord would appreciate that. Do you want me to lose? You need to ask yourself this question. If every single time you log into the screen I'm green, you need to try and figure out what you need to try and figure out what I know so maybe you can be green with me. That to me, that would be a far more important question. They're trying to go higher,
They
not
just
lower.
don't want to give it up.
They don't want to
They don't want to
give
give it
it
up.
higher right now. They're about to go higher. This is bullish and not bearish.
It's gonna collapse.
Look at them collapse this. I think they're about to squeeze to go higher. That's what my brain's telling me. Look at this market. They're about to squeeze this, boy. Why? Because they had just freshly why? Because there's a 6-point volume balance here. And they had just freshly popped 725. Why would they just dump it from 720? Why not go 726 almost? And then go lower?
Order canceled.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not go 726 almost and then go lower? They have not given a first presenter yet.
Nope. I'm waiting on it.
There's no reason on as to why they want to go lower. Have a good weekend, E. Are you Tuesday? Look at this short entry I had at 317.50. Damn, they filmed me at 317.75, so I lost money on that. They want to go higher and not lower. This is bullish off the chain. But they got this. They're working on a weird pattern right now. They're working on one that's very weird. I'm telling you. Can you imagine doing this in a physical room with 4 or 5 other highly profitable traders? Yeah. And you'd be at a real proprietary trading firm in like Chicago or New York. They're about to go lower and not higher, it appears. How many ticks do I need on this? On 3 contracts to make my money? 80 ticks? I'm going to short.
Order filled.
I'm going to short on 3 contracts to try and get 80 ticks to the downside off this. They keep on creating these volume balances higher, which leads me to believe that they're getting ready to go higher right now. I'm not going to try and get 120 ticks on this move. I'm not going to try and do it. I'm going to try and get 80. Look at that market. Look at that. Price stop.
Order submitted.
You should get it.
Market shit today. Jesus Christ.
You should get it.
Jesus Christ. My God. Look at that. Can you believe that?
Yep.
They want to go lower, not higher. They want to dump. Damn. So cool.
You just keep playing around up there.
They're meandering around. I was already at my profit target, just so you know. But I didn't take the money. I was already at the profit target, just so you know, but I did not take the money. I need 120 bucks. Excuse me. But I did not take the money.
Order canceled.
Another break even. Look at that. I'll take the money. Look at that candle. Are you done trading? E? I don't think so. I still think that they're about to dump this. I'm going to wait another minute.
Yeah, they're pushing up.
Don't follow me on X. I'm trying to build a community. Why would? Do you want me to follow you, Aaron? Do you want me to follow you? Why should I follow you, but you're not following me? Do you not believe in the art of reciprocity? Come on now, don't do that.
SPX finally gave it a little 1 minute.
Look at this. There's a 34-point volume bounce up at this high. SPY did what? SPX did what?
They finally gave like a little 1 minute.
This is bullish. Little 1 minute where? 1 minute what?
Sibi.
SPX? Yeah, I see it. SPY. But not ES. Look at this QQQ, how bullish it is. You never answered the other question. You recommend living in a penthouse? I mean, I'm living in one. I mean, I like it. I've been living in homes or apartments my whole life. I mean, I think it's fine. I really don't see too much of an issue with it, I'm being honest. I think that move was fake, and I think that they're about to attack. I'm being dead serious. 90 ticks to the downside is from here. That's all that I need. I need 80 ticks to the downside on this short.
Order filled.
I'm gonna short this right now on 3 contracts, and I'm gonna try and target 80 ticks to the downside. I think they're about to attack. Worst entry before. Same, but slightly larger size. To attack this here. This low here. $12.30 timestamp is. Look at that.
ES just spawned like a 15 right on your, like right where your TP is.
They're about to squeeze this. They're about to squeeze this and go higher right now. They don't want to go lower, they want to go higher. Look at the ES. Look at this ES. ES just spawned a 15-minute BISI like he said. They don't want to go lower, they want to go higher. This is bullish. Not bearish. ES just spawned this out of nowhere. What the? Look at that. I want them to take out this low over here and attack this and attack this. And then go higher. But this ES is not looking like it wants to participate. They want to go higher and not lower. This is something that I probably should not be in. I think that I might get hurt doing this. That ES is looking like it's trying to curl up. on to this though. Mm, mm. They want to go higher, not lower. They want to go higher. Look at this weird pattern they got going on here. 1232. Mm. Double bottom on SPY. Weird. Yeah, I know that's what I was looking at. That's what I wanted them to take out. But look at this SPY. Look at this ES just try to get off this ground. Look. Look. NQ's trying to dump right now, but SPY is just trying to lift off this ground. NQ is literally trying to go lower, but SPY is forcing the entire market to go higher right now. And that's why I'm unsure about this, because I can see the behavior pattern. Mm. They want to go higher. ES wants to go higher, and NQ wants to go lower. Mm. Mm. They about to squeeze this and go higher. I should cut this. This ES is about to break loose and go parabolic. Look at that. There's a 34-point volume imbalance here that they're almost at. Why would they not fill this? And why would they not go higher? I think they're about to go higher. I think they're about to squeeze this and go higher. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain's telling me they got business higher. I don't think they want to go lower. I think they want to go higher. Look at this. SPX, go to this imbalance. Go to this imbalance. Why did I short that when this imbalance was here? Why did I do that? They about to dump this. They about to attack right now. Look at this weird pattern again.
Order submitted.
Look at that. They want to go lower right now. Jesus, may He help us and lead us to salvation. That's crazy. Look at that market dump out of the zone. Watch me get break even, and then they go. I was just down 60 ticks though, so I gotta go break even. Why? Because I can re-enter later. They're clearly trying to go lower. They're clearly trying to go lower. They're not trying to go higher. They're clearly trying to go lower. I'm being dead serious. This is bearish and not bullish. They're about to dump this past the zone, and I'm going to remove this buy stop. No, I should not. They want to dump this past the zone, but they're probably going to tag this trade out at break even. Then they're going to go. They're going to dump this past the zone because they just activated this magnet lower. They want to dump this past the zone. I'm trying to decide if I should remove this buy stop or not. Because I know they're going to go lower. I can see it. I know that they're going to go there. I know that they're going to flash this. So I'm trying to decide, I'm trying to make an educated decision right now on whether or not that I should remove this buy stop because they might flash it and then they're going to dump this past the zone. They are going to attack. That is my only debate. Do they bounce it from this 1 to this 5 and then attack? Or do I risk turning this into a negative trade or not? Why? Because it's only 24 ticks or so. They're going to attack this. I'm going to remove this buy stop.
Order canceled.
SPX left like a 19, like right about where your entry's at, where you could.
Oh shit!
Then,
get out of this shit. Break even.
Order filled.
SPX left a 19 up there. Get out.
That's.
Get out of break even. I'll reevaluate.
Yeah, that push through right there just filled it.
Lost $25 on that trade. They want to come up here to the zone, take out this high SPX wants to. I would have got break even again. So I lost $10 on that, minus the break even. Closed out here when I shorted here. I don't trust that. Thank you. I got break even. Good job. I just think that they're meandering around. I think that this SPX was to come up here to the zone and take this out. SPX clearly wants to go there. Can't believe I removed that stop. SPX wants to squeeze to go higher. SPX is trying to come here, bro. It wants to come to this 34 that left. Trying to get 80 ticks is insanely hard, bro. This is mightily damn impressive, boy. I'm not gonna lie. Trying to get 80 ticks in this environment is like pulling damn teeth, huh? This SPX is about to come into the zone. The reason why I took this trade was because I want them to take this low out. That's 80 ticks away. If they go a little bit higher, I might consider shorting this.
Yeah, MNQ's got like a little trend line for him too. They would dump it right into that 5 minute.
Yeah, that's only 2 touches. For me, I can see that though. This is only the second tap.
Which one? On MNQ?
Yeah, MNQ. See, 1, 2.
No, MNQ's got one like literally above the 5 minute. Like a quicker, like more like starting at the 1219 low, going to the 11 or 1239 low. Just touched it like 5 times.
Where? Starting from the where? Low?
Starting from the 1219 wick, and then the 1239 wick. It's touched it like 5 times.
1219 wick. Oh, I see which one you're looking at. You're looking at this one. This here.
Yeah, just put it in chat.
Oh, I see it. I see the one you're looking at.
It would align with the trade that you were just trying to take.
So, yeah, I can see that. SPX is trying to clearly come here. NQ wants to dump, but SPX wants to squeeze to come here. Watch out. Be on alert. They're going in opposite directions. Wait for them to fillet and balance. Yep. SPX is trying to squeeze to come up here and fill this, and NQ wants to dump and go lower. That's why NQ hasn't moved. Look. NQ is trying to dump right now. But if SPX liquidation squeezes, NQ is going to give a stop out candle, a manipulation move higher. That's the only reason why I'm not pressing the short button right now. I can clearly see that they want to dump this. This damn SPX is about to squeeze higher though. It's a double top on SPX, which is rare. So I'm damn sure not going to short this. I think they're going to come here. This is a double top that leads to this imbalance being filled here. 20K likes, guys. Wow, thanks for the likes, guys.
I caught $50 off a short.
Good job, sir.
Yeah, I'm trading my Top Step account now. I'm done trading my Apex for today. I'm at like, where the hell am I at?
Look at that market squeeze into a new high.
Yo, Phantom, do you trade Top Step on their native browser, or do you have it linked with a trading view?
No, I trade on their native browser. It's like their copy of TradingView, but they don't have all the indicators.
Yeah, I use Top Step, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to be able to copy trade it so that we can trade it on TradingView. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I'll look into it. There probably is.
They're about to dump this. They're about to attack the sell side. Look at this market release to go higher. Thanks, Dean. Appreciate the like, sir. They're about to squeeze this now. They was ready to dump it, but then this candle released and made me reconsider my decision. Look at this NQ. Oh, look at this ES. It is unrelenting. There's nothing compelling them to go lower.
Yo, E, if you were to long and NQ and short ES, would Apex consider that hedging?
Yes. Yes, they would actually. And if you long NQ but short oil, they was considered that hedging too. On the funded account, that it well on the evals too. If I short this right now, do I think that they're going to dump this 95 ticks right now? think? Hmm. What you think, fam? You think this is a good trade, and if they're trying to sweep this lower liquidity at 30,000?
I don't know. They looks like they're just playing around right now.
Mm-hmm. 1247.
They want to go higher. It looks like.
Watch for 30, 40 to get hit. What's up there? What's that 30, 40? What is that? I'm talking about that 15-minute Sibi. Maybe this high? I think that they're about to attack. I think what are these people about to attack this sell side?
Connection lost.
Let me run a test limit order real quick to make sure my trade copy is working correctly.
Order submitted.
I think they're about to attack
Order
sell side.
canceled.
They left a 7 in their wake. I wait. Thanks, Dean. I think they're about to start on the sell side. I'm being dead serious. I do not think this is bullish. They're working on this trend line right now. Thanks, Dean. Sure. Don't crash. Don't crash, brother. But I appreciate that. They reduced this to a 5. They feel that. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick because I'm personally getting antsy that I want to enter into this position. Maybe if I walk away for 60 seconds and I come back, maybe something will be more revealed to me. I'm serious. I'm gonna just step up and I'm going to stretch. Give me a second. I'll wait till SPX post 75.81. What's there? I'm talking about this high and this gap fill. If they pop this high, they're gonna come to this gap fill for sure. What's to stop them from doing that? There's nothing to stop them. What's safe to do right now on a nose bleeding rally like this is to wait for a first presented SIBI. It's not to guess. TikTok and Discord. I want to know what you guys think, which is the same thing that saved us from shorting 1150 macro. Now it's a little bit more harder to choose. If you think that we should short this right now, send short inside the TikTok or inside the Discord. Both. If you think we should short this, if you think that we should long this, say long. If you think that we should do nothing, say nothing. What's up here? Oh, this high here. It make no sense to wait for that 15-minute SIB because if they touch this 15-minute SIB, then they're gonna pop this high right here. They're just 50 ticks away. What do y'all think? Are we asleep at the helm? Come on. You think we should short it? Say short. Come on now. You want to make some solid decisions? Like, I want to know what you're thinking. If you think we should short it, say short it right now. If you think we should long it, say long it. If you think that we should do nothing, say nothing. As in, nothing means wait. Or should just say wait. Don't pop the high then. Might not give that to you.
Short it. Short it.
What do you think about that tag right now? Look at this spy. Spy is on a one-man wrecking mission. Full ported man. They about to dump this and come past the zone and attack. Watch. About to attack now.
Yeah, I told you to get into a short. Yeah.
They're about to attack right now. They're working on this trend line. They're about to come here to the zone.
Yeah. You should have already been in, but
95 ticks from here to here. They're about to run all of this in force. This is bearish, not bullish.
Order filled.
I'm going to short this and I'm going to try and target 95 ticks to the downside. I think that they're about to attack. I'm being dead serious. I seriously think these people about to attack this. I think they're about to go lower. I don't think they want to go no higher. And they're working on this trend line. They want to go lower and not higher. They're going to sweep this now. And then when they take out this low, they're going to come into the zone. Be on alert. Break even.
Order submitted.
I don't think that they're here to goof around anymore. I think that they want to go lower. I'm being dead serious. I think that they're done. They want to dump this.
QQQ left a seven above.
Jesus Christ. Look at that. There's a 7-point volume balance up here higher. So because of that, I have to keep my break even. It's right here. It's here. I have to keep this because I don't know if they're going to swip. Like, because I don't know if they're going to flip. If that was not there, I would remove the break even. I want them to come over here and flash this low over here. That's what I want them to do. I want them to do something like this. But what I think that they're probably going to do is that they're probably going to do this. That's what I think that they're going to do. I can't foresee them just leaving that 7-point volume balance here like this. I just can't foresee them doing that. I'm being dead serious. Like, I don't see why they would do that. If it was like a 3 or a 4, then yeah, I could see. But right over here in this chop, I don't see why they wouldn't shoot this up and then go lower. I have a hard time believing that they're just going to just yeet this through this floor right now and just forget that. They're not going to leave this here. I don't think they're going to come back for this and stop me out of break even. Watch.
Order canceled.
See this? That 7 point not showing for me. Did you change any settings on Indy? No. You need to check your settings, right? Did you update the indicator? It should be updated. It's showing right on the QQQ. I think they want to go higher, like I said. You see that? You see how that said that they were getting ready to go higher? See that? My bad. You switched to QQQ. Yeah, it's only on the QQQ. I want to look at the imbalance on the QQ SPY and SPX. They want to go higher, not lower. That imbalance just now and Colt just saved me. Because if that wasn't there, I would have removed that break even because I would have thought that they were getting ready to eat it through the floor. When I saw this 7, I knew that they wanted to go higher. So I'm going to wait and reevaluate. Because they missed the 15-minute Civi eater, that's correct. Now I think they want to go higher. I don't think they want to go lower. If that 7 wasn't there, I would have figured that they were going to go lower. Now I seriously think they're trying to go higher. So I'm not going to short this right now. I think they're going to come up here and pop this high.
I put a post in the chat about Top Step if you wanted to try and hook it up to TradingView. You have to use a third-party app called Pick My Trade, but it's a real pain in the ass. So they basically Top Step has you locked into using their platform.
That's not true. You don't have to do that. There's numerous ways around it. You can have a trade copier. Yeah. You can have Tradecopia and then have a NinjaTrader account and then trade on like how I'm doing on the Bullion Nuts accounts. And then just have it just have the NinjaTrader account on TradingView as your lead and then just have it copying against the Top Step accounts. I mean like that's what you can do. But I'm listening to the other thing that you're talking about. What are you saying?
Yeah, when I looked it up, it said that you have to use a third, like if you wanted to trade from TradingView to Top Step, you have to use a third-party app called Pick My Trade. I have to look into it a little more, but that's what I found anyway. But I understand what you're saying.
Order submitted.
I'm done for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody have a great weekend.
Great job, Phantom. Have a great
You too, Phantom.
Look at that market go.
Hey E, have you ever used Apex with used well charts
Connection lost.
with Apex?
Never. I would never do that. I would only go Tradovate with Apex because Tradovate is the most universal and has the best fills.
Oh, really?
Lower and not higher. This is the third time coming in contact with this trend line. I should go break even.
Order submitted.
Multiple times we keep trying to target this. They're touching this trend line now. $40, which is 95 ticks. Here to be safe. Look at them goofing around with this trend line. And positive HVL, 100 ticks like this is like pulling teeth. It's literally just like pulling teeth. I think they're ready to dump this to this trend line. I think they're ready to flash this to this floor. I think they want to go lower. I don't think they want to go higher. I needed to go fully straight to the TP so I can get the $200 trade. That's why I'm not front running it. So it's either full TP on this trade or nothing, or another break even. I try to do it again, but I don't think that they're going to be that. But I don't think that they're going to be that evil because of this low over here. I think that they want to flash this low and come to 724.58 on this QQQ. I'm looking at this QQQ and look at this. This right here is where I think that they want to dump this market to. See that? I think they want to go lower and not higher. Look at that. Look at that wick print before the body. Did you see that?
Order canceled.
They took that shit straight to that damn TP. Never, not once in my brain that I think they were trying to go high. Every single trade was a short. This is hard to come by in this environment, you know. 120 ticks like that is hard to come by in this environment. You need to ask yourself this question. It's a Friday, and I've accomplished my goal. Hold on. Excuse me. It's Friday, and I'm up another $10,000 today. I front ran it slightly, and I accomplished my goal. Over here at this candle, I didn't wait for this alert to go off at this low. I got out over here. Why? Because I don't need a dime more. I need what I need. I need another good day. Another big day. I need to have a good day, not a big day, as Colt would say. I need one more good trade. Not to be a hero, but they're still getting ready to take it out. Look at this. Yeah, now they for sure gonna dump this. Look at that double bottom. But I don't want to goof around with them. That's the beauty of entry size 3 micros. You can manage your risk properly. That's correct. Straight to the damn TP. You are on a generational run, E. Thank you, sir. The reason why it becomes generational is because every single day I try to show up and I just try to take base hits, and then I stop whenever the going gets good. So a 90% win rate does not mean, hey, I win 90% of the time, so let me take 100 trades. No, because you don't know how many times you're gonna lose. But I can delay losing almost indefinitely if I take solid trade setups and I take them and I'm done. If I know for a fact I'm going to win 90% of the time, I know that I'm going to win 90% of the time on that day. So I'm going to take my chances on that day. And then once I win, I'm done and I'm out and I don't try to ask for more. I'm not even trying to push the envelope on 10% or 12%. I'm not going to do that. Why would I do so? You need to be on alert. Why would I do that for? Why? For why would I do so? If you have 90% odds, you would be surprised how often that you would win with 90%. Man, they took out that low on that damn QQQ and then they bounced it. Look. They took out this low on QQQ and now they bouncing it. Look, they're just goofing around. They're going sideways. Did they take out this low over here? The low of this candle is 16. The low of this candle, 98. The low of this candle, 98.25. Low of this candle, 98.25. This is a perfect double bottom. I still think they're going to dump it, but it's not on MNQ. It's on NQ. But I was out. I front ran it by a tick. Did you get broke even? No. Went straight to the TP, fully. I made the 40 something $100 I was trying to make. Sonny needs to ask. Sonny, who's watching, who keeps on trying to ask this question. He asked this question. He said, "Bro, do you ever lose, man?" He's like, "Bro, you green again? Like, do you ever lose?" Yeah, I lose. But a lot of times, in order for me to lose, Trump has to be directly talking, or like I have to break one of the things that I'm telling you not to do because I might get too cocky. Like I'll short the 1150 macro and I should not be doing that, or I'll short until a 15-minute BISI and I should not be doing that, or I'll long until 15-minute SIBI because I've been winning for so long and I should not do that. Or we're up here at all-time highs and it's a combination of all of them, and I don't know what's going on. Because no one knows what's happening in price discovery. You can't predict price discovery. You don't know what they're going to do. No one knows. There is no psychology in price discovery. It's buy every dip and just randomly go higher with no price action in mind. And the market is confusing because it goes sideways. So my win rate in positive HVO, which is all-time high, because there's no way we'll be a negative HVO at all-time high. Plus geopolitical war tension news is probably like 65%, 60%. I don't win as much. Another good day. One trading day registered. I got 4 more to go. I don't need another big day. I need another good day. Be on alert. I'm at the airport with it. Good job, Jay. Patience pays. The patient hand that waits patiently to be paid. Good job. That's what he's the go. Thanks, Jay Walt. Man, taking 90 ticks in this environment was kind of crazy. 3 contracts, 120 ticks. I was just a free 180. Just to be safe. Be on alert. Hey, bro, I remember I asked you that, and I also asked what your risk levels are. I missed it. Not every single trade is going to be 1-1 or 2-1 or 3-1. Anyone claiming that they only take 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 R, I don't seriously look at them as a seriously profitable trader. I don't do that. I don't do that. You want to know why? Because there's times where you might have to take a negative R trade with high conviction. If you think that, like, if you seriously believe in the model, but just downsize. See what I'm saying? And then there's times where you'll take a 2 or 3 R trade, but on smaller size. I mean, like, it varies. But what I like to do generally is my rule of thumb is I'm looking for at least a 2 R trade for me personally, where I can see it going minimum 1.5 to 2 R. But however, I want to be out at 1 R. If you take a 1 R trade, then there is no getting out. There is none. It's either you right or you wrong. That's why most people are wrong. If you take a 1 R trade, you either all the way right or you all the way wrong. What you gonna do? Get out at half R? You're not gonna do nothing like that. So you can't do that. But if you if you see for a reason for them to go lower 2 or 3 R, and you take a 1 R conservatively, you go break even. Well, now you got some wiggle room. That's why I'm not losing. And I'm also not losing because of that knowledge center and because of this damn Discord. But I will lose, trust me. Trust me, there's gonna be a time where I lose. But it's been about a month so far. Be on alert. No one is going to trade live in front of you like this and then go an entire month without losing. You need to try and figure out what it is that I know, because I'm not no better than you. I'm just a normal human. They're not going to trade live like this, call out their entries, and show you how to manage your risk, and keep you entertained, and run a Discord at the same time, and then go a month without losing. They're not going to do that. They're scammers. Be on alert. Listen, we're going to run the free mentorship on the weekends. If you want to join our community, it's nqinsider.com if you want to understand. Alrighty? Like Sarah said, she was going to join. Maybe she should join to be inside here for the mentorship on the weekend, to maybe put to the test some of the things that she's known, or some of the things that she's come to have known. Or she can just watch for free. If you want to join, it is nqinsider.com. I got to cut this live stream and I got to go. I've accomplished my goals. I think it's just meandering around. It's a Friday. I'm going to follow the rules for what it says. For what I sent up in that pre-market trading plan. And that says base hits, I'm done. Why Why would I want to goof around for? We still through all of those break evens, we still managed to get how much money per account? $350 to $400. Because that account that account right there that you're looking at was my lead account, so it's up 350, $400, $400 to $450. I was speaking about $450 because of the commissions, $400 minimum, and that's with all of the break evens. That's not if you front ran it like how I did sometimes. $400 a day times 5 days is $2,000. That's a max payout. What's your issue? I'm being dead serious. What's the problem here? What, you can't be consistent for 5 days to get a max payout? If you just did what I just did just now for 5 days and you had 10 accounts, you would make $20,000. Once you understand profitability, do you understand that, guys, I don't want you to copy my trades, but that's impossible. You can't copy them unless you're inside Discord. That is impossible. You will lose. Because I'll go break even in a fraction of a second. It's impossible. Do you understand that if you would just copy my trades for 5 days and you just had 10 accounts and you put $1,000 in, you would literally get back $20,000? Do you understand what I just told you? And people are sitting here debating with me about whether or not that they should join a Discord for a lifetime membership of $300. You'll be making $20,000 a week off the rip. But don't copy my trades, but I'm just saying. That's true value. That doesn't even include the mentorship. Look at it. They took out that low. NQinsider.com. I know life is hard and I know it's not easy. But listen to me. I'm going to be the one that believes in you. And I love you. So help me God. I promise you I do. I believe in you. We'll see you this weekend for the free mentorship for the students that are inside the Discord so that they can get better, so you can get better, so we can get better together, because it takes all of us. I'm going to end the live stream. I love you, and I believe in you, and I know for a fact that you can do this. I promise you, it just takes a little bit of studying. You need to believe. You need to believe. All right, Deb, have a good week. Yeah, guys, let's have a good weekend.
All right. All right. Have a nice one, bro.
All
See
right,
you tomorrow.
brother. Catch you.
Oh, well, it's Sunday, right?
It's just, yeah, more than likely it's gonna be Sunday. Probably like 2, 3, 4 o'clock, something like that. I'll send it out tomorrow. But whenever I send out the alert, please respond with what you guys want covered for this weekend's class, and maybe we can answer some questions. All right, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll catch y'all soon, and I believe in you.